Okay. So we had what do we do? Okay, so a quick encounter battle with the orc ambush uh, was dealt with the help of Dee, the dragonborn monk, who decided to take on bigger game. Her idea of taking on a few manticores was a little bit beneath her, and she went off and decided to get something with that was more worth her while gold wise. You guys quickly dispatch this orc ambush. Come across a few curiosities, mostly to do with the fact that one was ritualistically sacrificed an eye. The fact that it was able to cast spells put everyone a little bit on edge, especially everything that's been happening over the past couple of weeks. You made your way back into town and were greeted with a sort of ritualistic promotion and organization among the lower tier military. Those in the city were given official ranks along with sort of badges to go along with their new ranks. Now they're officially patrolling out in squads. It seemed a little off-putting to some of you, but given that the lower tier military was a bit more relaxed in their watching over the cities, it's a big change. But some of you are okay with or more at ease with this sort of policing of the cities, especially Jeff with your military background and or Excellence with his military background and Wonka with her OA background. This sort of policing isn't too far of line. Each of you decided, since it was later in the afternoon, it's better off. It'll be better off to head out in the morning. Yeah, no worries. Head off in the morning after this food in the morning to go after this quick manticore side quest that you guys decided to go on. Not only you guys get gonna double dip with the low rescue military for $100, 100 gold per ear, and helping out with Tahari's requests. Left ears, yes. This is all made a lot easier with the fact that someone, not going to name names, but someone found a helm of teleportation.
Oh, that's right.
So being able to zip around the country answers a lot of the time crunch problems that you guys may come across either now or in the future. You guys decided there are a few took care of a few personal agendas for that night. Some of them less happy. Some of them got a little hiccup. There was a little hiccup in the plan, and but you guys did manage to take care of you guys' errands. Not much of a problem. And you guys awaken the next morning at what is my map? My map. There's only one official tavern in town. You guys decided to use that.
Mm-hmm.
This is Trest. Where is it? Here it is.
Oh, so we actually did have a full rest or a long rest.
Yeah, so you guys get a full rest. So go ahead and mark that off. You guys are at full hit points, full spell slots. So yeah, you guys actually there's a couple, but the one that you guys know of is the fire pit. That's the one where you guys decided to stay at. So I'm assuming
wait, what?
We stayed at the fire pit.
Fire pit.
Yeah. And then I'm just reminding you that I'm gonna check my spells right now since this would be the time. FYI.
Day 44. Day 44. That fire pit.
At the fire pit. So yeah, there it's so mark off like a gold for the stay. It's not that big of a deal.
For each of us?
Yeah, for each of you. It's okay. For the dinner, breakfast, and room. Unless you don't want to stay there, then you can make other accommodations. But not gold, please. Not that big of a deal. Isn't that right? It's not that big of a deal.
Right. Jeff, I don't know if you need to do full rest on your character sheet. I needed to, so.
I did that. I asked before we started.
Neat.
Jeff, did you get my text?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, if you got any questions, let me know.
So, oh my God, the baby is a bow. I got wildly distracted. So, what did we learn about the manticores? I ask because I'm trying to choose spells right now.
Oh yeah. So along with everything I told you, and I think, yeah, Owanka did research the manticores, right?
Yes, that was what she was going to
Yeah.
spend her day doing.
Aside from what I told you the last session, they've been known. Sometimes they've known to travel in packs, but that's rare. Extremely, not rare, but extremely rare, just because they're somewhat egotistical. Like I said, you can buy them out and talk to them, but mostly you get into a subservient relationship, and but yeah, they like to keep their range. They like to do all that stuff. Everything that I told you guys about already.
I feel like there was poison involved. I don't remember if I remember that correctly.
Yeah, I believe their tails shoot poisons barbs, but let me double check that.
Got it.
Yes, their tails have about like 24 spikes or something like that. So, and they have like 3 strikes, mouth, like biting, slashing, and then their tails.
Got it.
Yeah, if anyone did any research, yeah, whatever says in the monster manual, that's what's gonna come up. I'm just I'm gonna use
I didn't even look at
yeah.
that. Would have made sense. I did not look at that.
That's the only reason I know. I looked at it.
Okay.
But yeah, there's been no as far as you guys know in your research, there hasn't been any
I have that
talks of them being different.
Let me take a quick eyeball. Is this
Page
just
213.
purely in alphabetical order? Because I never opened this book.
No, it's page 213.
Thank you.
It's generally in alphabetical order, but not really, not all the time.
Okay. Just cliff notes, please. No, I don't see poison.
Oh yeah, that's what I changed. No, fangs. That's where the poison's from. So generally you want to take it at a range.
Okay.
But because you want to avoid the poison, but they also have those tail attacks. So the worst of two evils, generally the known tactic is to keep them at a range. Deal with the spikes. Just don't want to get into the poison.
Okay. I asked you for a light. I think I asked. No. It sucks because Amelia just got a crossbow too, so I'm just like, what did I want? I don't remember.
If it's the price handbook, you'll be able to find it in town.
I was just asking for standard. I'm trying to think if she wanted the one-handed. No, I think she'd be fine without the one-handed, because then she'd be down to 18 hit points. Yeah. Okay, so I think I want to get the heavy crossbow. I feel like it suits her.
Yeah. Yeah. So whatever you guys want, if it's in the player's handbook, you guys can go get it.
Okay.
If you you both would notice that Excellence is a little bit bulkier. He does have different armor underneath his clothing, so he's a little bit more protected.
Nice. What do you got now?
Studded leather.
Nice.
Okay. And Owanka sporting a brand new heavy crossbow. It's kind of just like looking. As you guys
doesn't really do much. It just gives him 1 extra hit point.
Hey.
Armor class.
Hey, I'd say I got a 5% chance less chance of hitting you now. 5%, man.
And then I need bolts. It's different, right? Bolts versus the arrows.
Yes.
It is different.
Bolts and arrows are different.
Okay. Bolts. Okay. Ooh, what's that? No. What? No, seriously, I want to read that. Crossbow bolts walloping. This ammunition packs a wallop.
I don't know what that is, but all right.
It's a no, but I was like, ooh.
Okay.
So
as you guys are discussing this and going over your guys' morning breakfast, a younger wood elf comes in tiny little dollop of a thing. Really light green eyes and like with blonde hair but with a tinge of green. You guys have met her before. This is Mila. She just unabashedly just sits down next to you. It's like, I see. Oh, you guys survived. And then she gestures over to the right. And off to the right, you see a younger hobgoblin who has holding a book currently, and he's just kind of holding it and carrying it with him. And he just has looks like he has a few pouches across from him on his leather armor, on a simple leather armor with just a simple cloak. And she goes, well, it's like, you guys were asking about whoever worked over at Luger's Cave. There is one. He was supposed to work on the enchantments, and then the hobgoblin just gives a slow nod, and he goes, yes, that was me. I heard you three would like to speak with me regarding this.
Yeah. You did the enchantments in the cave?
I did a few. And he sits down, and he puts the book down. And once he's that's close, you notice that he's probably one of the younger hobgoblins that you can see. Not a teen, not a preteen by any means, but like 19, 20, and for him to be serving in official capacity. It's a little bit different than what you're used to. It's mostly military with swords and armaments. He's actually holding a book, and you might think he's some sort of mage or wizard, and the fact that he's talking about spells kind of hits the nail on the head.
Okay.
And he goes, yes. And Mila stops and he's like, okay, before you get on with this, anything else you need done, or does this conclude our contracts?
Okay.
I did my job.
I know. I'm trying to think.
3 days' wages is real great for me. And she reaches over, grabs Excellence's cup of whatever he's drinking, looks at it, like, oh, do you mind?
Yes, I do.
Ah, you're a peach. And she kind of drinks a little bit, puts it down.
Rude. Jeff's not having a good day. So she's gonna ask her, this is the only person you can find. You couldn't find anyone who made the original agreement with him?
What was it? It was a year ago.
Okay.
A lot of these workers were apparently transient. Maybe they come and go. I don't know, but this is the only one I could find that was officially worked on, and he agreed. And he agreed to come in for a little chat.
Okay. Well, if by chance, if you happen to find anything more, if you would let me know, I'd appreciate it. But you don't need to go looking. If you just happen to,
well, I either look or I don't, dear.
If it comes across you, no, then we're done.
Fantastic. I wish you all the best. Cheers. Gives you a little flippant salute that is not used in Loresh here, and she just kind of wanders off, leaving the hobgoblin here.
She's gonna turn back to the hobgoblin, and she's gonna say, "I'm sorry. What was your name?"
Yes, my name is Bok.
B-O-K.
Yeah. B-O-K.
B-O-K. Well, I'm Awanka. This is my party.
He runs off. He goes, well, I heard I didn't think the breakfast was that good here, but okay.
Were you?
Anyways, but yeah, he tips his hat and he's Bok, and he
Did you interact with Luger much directly?
Only over the necessary enchantments that he wanted. Over a year ago, no more than 3 days, if I do remember correctly.
What exactly did he want his enchantments for?
No, just basic living accommodations, a few lights here and there. Event, I believe that one was quite tricky, especially given the teleportation circle. And if you let him talk, he's gonna keep talking. Especially when he goes into the nuances of the spells and whatnot. He really gets. That's when he really starts going.
He starts digging.
So who's Bok?
The hobgoblin that worked on the cave.
Yeah,
one of the people.
So he did a lot of the enchantments. I did the teleportation circle, was quite well. I also did an enchantment on a pool that he found in there. A simple cleansing ritual and self-sufficient. Nothing to nothing to. Oh dear! And he just kind of looks at the gnomes oh, hiccups. Uh, and I did a basic enchantment on the pool. A few lights, everlasting fire for his kitchen area.
Oh, we didn't even go
A
look
few
at that very much.
others.
Okay.
Do you
Okay,
know of the like? There's like this tendril monster thing in there.
No, not that I know of. I came in Oh, there was a room he told me to avoid. I
What
didn't
did he
ask
say about it?
questions, so I just didn't
He just
go
said
off in
to
that
avoid it?
section. Yeah, he said something about it's dangerous down there, and I wasn't that concerned.
Okay. Now there was the room with all the beds that looked like barracks. Did he say what his purpose was for that? Did he give any reasons as to why he was doing any of
I
any of the
assumed it
rooms?
he was on the, and he kind of looks over his shoulder. And he's like, "Well, shouldn't be telling you this. This is more of a personal hobgoblin information, but I assumed he was on the verge of becoming an elder, and that was his would have been his base of operations. We don't all choose to live in these cities. Some choose villas, vistas in the woods or out in the plains. Some in the caves. Like we just thought it was going to be what he was choosing.
Now Wonka doesn't know a whole lot about the specifics on how one becomes an elder or basically hobgoblin culture on things like that.
Yeah, but you guys have all pretty much been here for a month and a half and have interacted that mostly just in context. If you do well by society, you help advance the society, and you do well by them, then you get that. It's kind of more of like an honor system, and it's very much in line with Awanka is used to, you know, growing up. Excellence, you get the well, you're a little bit more into politics. But given the context, you guys all could all figure it out. It's not that hard to explain the exact specifics.
No, I mean that's okay.
What they no, but generally, yeah.
Now, an elder would imply someone who is old. So is Luger even that old?
That's what the implication is. You don't necessarily have to be old to do it. Just reach a certain amount of respect. But it generally does take decades along that. And the fact that he was on the verge of becoming it, and he was
well, he came from a notable family originally, right?
Yeah. So that definitely helps. Campaign characters, NPCs. Yeah, he was late. Both him and Dren were in the late 30s, early 40s.
Okay.
I didn't get specifics. So on the verge, especially coming from a notable family, and then if he keeps up with that style, then he definitely can get on the verge of that. Early 40s, and then continue on that route. So it's not, but you guys don't even need to roll that. Just give them the context. All of you guys understand that, and makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So he was saying that they all assumed he was preparing to become an elder. So how long did you work with him?
Oh, like I said, I only spoke to him a few hours for over a 3-day period, and he was very well hands off. As long as I did my work correctly and on time.
Do you know how big the crew was to do all the work?
No, I didn't go about reading or looking into it. I saw a few others. Some were working on expansions in the cave systems, but they were mostly just independent workers that he hired on as he saw fit. Sometimes I saw, one day I saw a couple workers, one day I saw 8, but I didn't really interact with all of them.
Okay.
Did he make any discoveries while you were working there?
He's gonna look at you like discoveries. What do you like?
Just within the caves.
I don't think so. He didn't hire a full-on excavation crew, as far as I know.
But he did have people excavating there.
Oh yeah, but not an entire crew. 1 or 2, maybe refining a few of the tunnels and reinforcing a few of the areas. But I didn't see dozens there.
So Carlos, that matches what we saw. That these were like natural tunnels.
Yeah, most of them were natural tunnels that were used. The only unnatural one that was definitely man-made was beyond that door.
That
It
was
was
it.
smoothed out. Well, it wasn't man-made tunnel, but it was definitely smoothed out more. Smoothed out. There were a couple of areas where it's like, oh, they definitely widened it out, and then put a little bit of like a little structures in there to hold it to make it more stable.
Mhm.
But by and large, it was mostly a natural cave system.
A natural cave system that he was building into. It just happened to be the rooms that he'd wanted. Like an empty house. That's weird. I can't think of anything else I need to ask. She's gonna turn to the two of you and see if you guys have any questions also. I'll try to think of more. No? Okay.
Right. Yeah, I don't.
Could I show? I'm gonna whisper this. I'm gonna kind of tug on whatever you got wearing. I'm gonna pull out the note and ask if I should ask about Rinza, Trenin, Marcos, Lunan.
To the person
From
we're
the
talking
letter?
to?
Yeah. Because they might have something to do with Luger, since Roland came and told me to stay away from Luger and then handed me the note. I don't know, but and I don't know. Something's fishy with Luger and I don't like it.
I mean, there's many things fishy with Luger.
What? I thought we were investigating a stand-up character. Jeez. I am way off. I said that in character too.
Of course you did.
Then Boston will lean over to you and go, he's a little, he's quite serious actually. I don't think he's. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
I look him dead in the eyes and I go, I like you. I go back to eating.
Right.
Awanka's gonna ask one more thing. So you were there for 3 days. At what point of the construction do you think you were there? Like near the beginning or near the end?
I was mostly towards the end.
Mostly
Once everything was done, like I said, you don't bring in an enchanter if there's still heavy construction going on, especially with the type of enchantment that I was doing.
Okay.
So you're there towards the end. So you saw all his followers then.
And he gets noticeably uncomfortable at that point, and he goes, "No, this was before we had any idea what was going on."
Do we believe that?
You
makes
can roll
sense.
insight if you want.
It makes sense with the timeline.
I want to roll an insight.
Yeah. Let's see if he's telling the truth.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll insight to both of you guys.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Oh, God. I rolled a 6.
I'm curious in the sense of chronologically if that makes sense.
And he goes on for he goes on. He goes, "No, this is long before we had any idea what was going on. No, we just saw regular construction. I just saw regular construction workers. Nothing of that note. And with a 6 and an 11, yeah, he's telling the truth. He's not trying to. The fact that he's a little bit nervous and ashamed almost to be speaking about him just because of what he did. It's in line with a lot of what especially the younger hobgoblin or goblinoid people's reaction towards him are.
So, what can you say about him leading this job? Was he someone who was someone that was feared? Was he fair to the workers and yourself?
Yeah, he was not feared. No, he was respectful, fair. He did everything as a true hobgoblin should.
No kind of temperament.
No.
He didn't seem like a single focused on anything.
No, he took his task and multitasks very well, as one could expect from this station.
Okay. Well, that's all of my questions. Unless you two have.
Yeah. I know you weren't there when things went bad, but you were within the town when things went bad. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
When did that start? After the job, like a month later, or did you guys?
No. Well, when he was doing the job, this was a year ago.
Right. I'm asking him, like,
when did Luger go crazy?
Yeah, when did Luger start turning? When everyone started noticing, like, how bad everything went?
Oh, when how bad everything went was the first time. So it was about a month ago, because everyone was still trying to contain him. It was 6 months ago when it was with Owanka, and then it was a couple of months they were trying to stop him. I'm just trying to talk out loud in the thing here. And then so about when it was official, it was like 2 months ago. So it was about 2 months ago when it was him. But the big mass exodus is what you're talking about specifically?
Yeah, well,
and I think more general, like the start.
Yeah, because if you're asking him, he would like, well, I didn't know much until most of our people left, and that's when word started trickling down, and
that's when people started to hear
after the attacks. Yeah.
Okay, so Wonka's been hunting him for a long time comparatively.
Yeah. So he's gonna tell you this, and he's like, so thankfully we were saved from the brunt of the attack. Most of it was more down south, easier to cross the river, but that's when we knew something was going on. And yeah, he says that.
All right. Okay.
I'm good. I'll thank him for his time. Now hand him a gold piece.
He's not gonna take it. He'll just look at it and just kind of like nod his head and just, no, hope you wish you the best of luck.
Well, she's gonna try. Well, no, she's gonna try one more time. If you hear anything else, if you hear anything new, let me know. You can talk through the elders and they can get the message to me. That's something, I mean, she can assume that kind of thing would happen, right?
If you ask him of him, and yeah, if you ask him of him, yeah, he's like, I'll definitely try.
No, I mean, like, her saying, get it to the elders and they can get it to her. Is that something that she could ask for?
Yeah. I mean, you could ask for it and they'll try. Mostly like saying, hey, if you see anything, let me know, and then.
But by way of the elders.
Yeah.
Just because they're well connected and more accessible than her OA contacts.
Yeah, the more sensible.
No. They
more sensible.
Well, no, they're more connected, so that's why it's a good relay system. But they're more accessible for everyone else.
Oh, accessible. Yeah.
Than the OA.
Yeah. And he'll say, of course, yes. And if there's nothing else you need of me, I'll be going.
I go. Have you heard anything about the Manticore problem?
Well, manticores can be a problem, and we're pretty close to mountains. Their favorite terrain, and then he starts going off he's almost like he's reciting from memory. Blah 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 blah, and he just starts going on. It's like he has to tell us.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, good luck. And he just walks off. So yeah, he walks off, and it's pretty early in the morning still. It's like, 8, 9 a.m. So the day is yours.
Well, if we are all rested up and got all of our stuff, I say we hit up this manticore problem.
I agree.
And
Can go by horses.
sure.
I mean, should
So
we? How far away is it?
It's about a 2 days travel. The horses, you're not going to get them for free anymore, since you're doing like mercenary work.
That's fair.
So you either need to buy your own or
I'm
hoof
good.
it or walk. But the horse that you guys were using, yeah,
I thought we bought one.
you guys have been given horses since Blues War. It's the first time you guys used them.
Well, shit. That's fucked up.
We could
Yeah.
walk. That's fine.
Yeah, and then if you guys walk, it would be fine. You guys will still make the timetable. It's just, you'll be behind by like an hour or two, and I'm not gonna make it that big of a deal.
That's walk.
I'd want to get to around the area at night, so we could rest before going into the immediate area.
So yeah, if you let me pull up. If you go on the map, who messaged? Okay.
Are you gonna pull it up on Roll20?
It's
or
on
no?
roll. Are you
Are you
guys
just gonna
not
look on the
on
regular-
that page?
I'm not. I
Yeah,
can.
on roll
I
20.
am.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. To make it to Amma, which it'll take about a day to make it to Amma, which is the town to the west of you. Yeah, to make it there, and then it'll be about another day's travel to make it to the tower, which will be about right here. So it's a 2 day. So one day it'll take you guys to get to Amma about there. 1 day travel, and then you guys can rest up there, and it'll take you about another day travel to get to Amma or to get to the tower.
I'm good with that. That's fine. I finally have the map. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're in.
And you
we're
guys
in
know what that,
Manhattan.
yeah, what
Oh, okay. How long will it take to walk to Amma? Not long, right?
a day. No, it's a day. It's a day's travel.
And then it's
Yeah,
another day
Amma,
to get to
Mena,
the-
and Tuma is about a day travel between 3. And
So,
then another day to get to the town of Manticore.
Do you guys see the red square that I put on there?
I do.
Or is
Why
it
do I
just
see
on my
that?
No,
side?
I see it.
Yeah,
I was
you
just
guys,
wondering.
yeah, you guys could draw on the map too.
That's
and
where
you
we're
could-
Never
going.
allow that.
Yeah, that's fine. I could delete it if I needed to.
I mean,
I was
unless
like-
it's everywhere.
Just one
I
click.
didn't mean to do that. I was going to draw an X, and then I'm like, huh? Oh crap!
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's another. It's like, I think it's another layer that people can draw on. So that layer, I can just clear that layer out. It's no big deal.
But that's where we're going.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
That's where the tower is. He said.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we can go.
Let's
yeah,
move.
if we want to walk, we can get to Amma.
Cheerio. Okay. Okay. So you guys are leave early morning, and as you guys are leaving town, do you guys have to cross the river, I believe. Yeah, and it's yeah, you guys cross the river. You guys have crossed the river before. It's very simple passage. For each of you guys, the tax is a gold piece. So whoever wants to shell out, for the 3 of you, including Faitha, it'll be a gold piece to cross. But as you guys step your way from the docks, and as you guys clear the tree break along the docks, the winds begin in earnest as you leave Mena. Stepping beyond the trees designed to block them is a variable line in the sand, as it were, coming in from the north of the Akaele Mountains. The cold, fierce, and unending winds buffet you. It makes it travel difficult at the least. The small bits of sand and dirt hit you, and the continuous pressure from the howling winds give you a better insight into the Lower Ashkir philosophy. So I need everyone to do a con save real quick.
+3 for me.
Uh, 6.
With the +3?
Oh, +3.
Yeah.
Okay.
9.
4 + 2. Yeah, 9.
Nice.
Why is there a +3?
From me.
Because on all saves?
Saving throws, yeah.
Yeah, within what, 15 feet?
10. 30 feet
10
at
feet? Yeah,
at-
so as long as you guys are grouped up with a Wonka, you guys get a plus. Yeah.
mine
Right,
is a 16.
What'd you get? 12?
12?
Okay. So it is a tough travel, especially with the winds coming off mountains since you guys are so up north. But you guys all pass. As you continue this arduous trek, you pass by a few other road travelers and caravans. Most are hunkered down against the elements and don't seem too inclined to attempt a chance at conversation. The hours tick away as King's Pass becomes more prominent in the mountain range. It boasts at being a natural wonder of the world, and it becomes evident as it passes on your right. Dozens, maybe hundreds of miles across, as if God itself took a clean scoop out of the mountain range. This is what I talked about before, where it's almost like, giant scoop out of the mountain range. Yeah. And as you guys continue on, the remains of Titanfall come into view late in the afternoon. Located at the center of King's Pass, Titanfall was king of Travast. Now its crumbling remains house a small fort city whose sole purpose is to safeguard the King's Pass road. Before the Lower Ashkir Empire had controlled the region, it protected the citizens from the dangers of the north. These crumbling walls were once a huge city castle, but now they've been deconstructed and destroyed and left in ruins. So as you guys are continuing to move across. After a day of travel, Alma comes into view, a town the size of Mena and Tuma. It holds its own against the howling winds of the mountains. A street break to the north on the east side of the bank, and fortified walls protect the west bank. Having the accommodations of anything you may need, this seems like the goodest place than any to stop for the night. You guys go there. Let's see, where's my map? There we go. Yeah, and as you guys walk through the town, you pass a couple of the shops that are closing up for the night. Continuing on the road, the sound and cacophony of the nightlife hit you. First to Awanka, then to Althea, then to Excellence.
Some nightlife here, huh?
Yeah, the rowdy commotions along the tri roads, the tri roads hit you as a large multi-story tavern comes into view. Its design looks like 4 peaks along the top and painted a garish red. I'm sorry, ignore that. That's on the other side of the bank. Ignore that. My bad, guys.
I'm crossing the bank, y'all.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
could go across the bank. Make it easier. And we kept on going, and we found that tavern. Make it easier
So
for you.
You guys passed Lorena's Rest. Squat building designed to be a more homely of settings.
Well,
Nope,
you
that's not
have
the
an
one we're looking
option.
for.
There's a couple of big ones. Sorry, I'm reading it over. I'm looking at the map. It's like, why is that number over there? Oh, I fucked up. My bad, guys. I'm assuming you guys want to go to Flame Stoke Tavern.
Yep.
I'm like, Awanka doesn't care.
Yes, I do.
So yeah, as you continue along, you guys do over here. Flame Stoke Tavern is gonna be lit, guys. From a couple of youths.
It's
So
gonna be
guys-
lit.
It's gonna be lit, yo.
Carlos, you're showing your age.
It's gonna be tight, bro.
Oh,
What? You guys pass do pass the command center. Kind of.
Does that mean good? I'm just wondering. Lit?
It's gonna be tight. No,
No.
raise the roof.
I know. Oh, I know that one.
So you guys do pass by a couple of shops, smiths, and the general towns, folk houses along these roads. They do pass the command center, and you have to make your way around it. The elders' tent and command center seems like to be always a bustle of activity, but this one is nestled up against the river, which is something new that you guys haven't seen. But it does make sense when you look at the topography of the land and the city. You're able to make passage, and since it is the nightlight, since it is night and it's going by, the passage is cheap. It's like a silver piece per, and they shove you all into one big barge, and then they get you across. And Flamestoke Tavern, yeah, multi-story building. Like I said, it has like I said, it's four corners have like statues that are like lifting up, and they've been worn down by wind, so it's really just looks like blocks of stone at the top, but it's painted a garish red. And there are stairs alongside each of the sides of the building, so you're able to go up to different levels. But you guys don't know what the different levels mean just yet. So what do you guys want to do? You guys got different rooms or different stairs that you guys go up to different rooms, or you guys could go into the main floor.
I would just like to say that Althea doesn't have any hiccups.
I noticed that.
Nice.
I swear if they come back, I'm coming back to your house personally and kicking your ass.
On camera, please.
I was just saying that D&D has helped you get through your sickness.
There it is.
It's also a sickness in itself.
That's very very true.
It's a good sickness.
But I'll buy the rooms for tonight.
Okay.
You guys
So-
want one big room or
I don't care. Awanka
No,
never cares
go
about
up.
this.
I'll go up to the barkeep or
So you're going
whoever-
to the first floor?
Sure. I need to talk to
Someone.
whoever.
So you open.
Is there a cute young barmaid for him to chat with?
No, I don't want that. Do not want that. I have learned my lesson.
Your patron needs to calm down.
Yep, I would agree with you if I knew she wasn't watching.
She's always watching. I'm kidding.
Yes.
Who knows? Who knows? So you guys do make it. When you guys open these double-sided doors, what immediately hits you is how loud it is on the inside. These walls must be pretty thick to be holding in this much of a commotion.
I don't think I like it here.
There are dozens and dozens and dozens of individuals in here.
What
And
kind of
stepping
noise, though?
through, the noise that hits you is a very what looks like competing bands. And you walk in, and it's a very large building. And you look to your left, and you do spot a couple of
Stop that.
bartenders over here to the left, and maybe a couple of bars over here to the right. Let me change this audio. I don't even think I have a.
Oh my God, you guys, you know what this is, right? Battle of the Bands.
Barbs.
Battle of the Bards.
I don't even know if this is close enough. Fuck it, yeah.
The bards haunt everything.
Right. So,
It does not feel very battly.
I know, right? Well, that's the best I can do at a short notice. But I know. What happened to my little?
I think you can layer music, can't you? If you put 2 at once.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna take the time to do all that. But just pretend. There's imagination, guys. On one corner there's a band playing, and then in another corner, a couple hundred feet off, there's another. Then there's another band over here. There looks to be like a whole table going down the center, about 5 feet high, where people are just dancing and having a good time. You walk. The sights, the smells that hit you is very much of a nightclub, especially on the first floor.
Is it like Disneyland though, where you are in one land and you hear music, but when you go into another land, the music is different? Or is it all one music?
No, it's different music. So if you're trying to listen to them all, good luck. But if you want to pick out ones are playing diddles, ones are playing ragers, ones are playing blah. There's all bunch of different spots, and you see the different clusters of individuals. And if you get a sense that if you go on top of this table, you hear it all. And it might create an interesting experience, especially if you're inebriated, but who knows?
I guess we know what we're doing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you made friends with Wallbreaker, so find someone else to make a friend with.
I was honestly thinking about just getting a room and going to the room, but
you do you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to get a drink and bring it to the room. But nightclub is not really my thing. I like bars or taverns, as one may say. This is a little too much. A little too much. Man, got to keep my head on a swivel. I mean, the entire time. This is too stressful.
So as you guys so you guys walk up to the bar, and it's actually a giant, almost 8-foot tall knoll that's over at the bar. It's over at the bar. And he looks over at you, goes, what do you want?
You guys have rooms here?
Aye. 2nd floor. If you want to rent by the hour, 3rd floor. If you want it for the night, and then more expensive up as you go.
I want it for the night.
Nah. And he's gonna
I'd like to think that Wonka was him for that comment.
Well, nah. Once you get up to the 3rd floor, you should be fine. He generally doesn't go up there. This place is so old. I swear it's made out of rocks.
Okay. How much for rooms?
No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go up there.
So I'm not supposed to talk to you about the rooms. Got it.
Where are we at? What is it called?
Flame Stoke Tavern.
Flame Stoked?
Yeah, no, Flame Stoke, no D.
At least not tonight.
Inspiration. Thank you. You got inspiration. Go for it.
Marking it.
That's fucking hilarious.
God, that wasn't even that good.
Hey,
that did not warrant it.
I don't give a shit.
And then the Noel looks over and is like, out in months, and that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Lame.
Hey man, what do you? Okay, fine. I take it back. You don't get inspiration.
It's already marked.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's already done.
Exactly. And then the Noel's gonna look down on you because he's fucking huge, and he's like, "Sorry, you gonna get something to drink or?"
Sure. I look at both of them. Three? No, not for you. Yes, for you. Okay. 3 of your finest brandies.
he goes,
I'll drink. And I look back at Owonka. I'm like, I'll drink yours. Don't worry.
and he's gonna look over and he's like finest brandy, and he goes, "Hey Tusk," and he looks over and you go and see just this orc that is doesn't have any tusks. What you want? Do we got any more of that Midland stuff? He's like, no, we just got rid of it. It's like, well, shit. Well, we don't got any more of the Midland stuff, but I'll see what I can get for you. The bottle or just cups? What do you want?
Just cups.
Okay. And he comes back to you and he hands over he fills up the 3 cups for you. And he goes like, just a gold piece for the lot.
All right. Toss him a gold piece.
Chink. Have fun. You see him like he reaches underneath the bar and he like drops and you hear a little clink.
I pass one off to Althea and I'm holding
just double fisting in. And it isn't as good as that Midland brand that you had before. But it's passable, it's serviceable. It has hints of here in this region of vanilla and spice.
Not too spicy.
No. It's the spice profile is the same, but it's not garish. So it's vanilla. It's like, ooh, nice vanilla, and then it's like a little bit of a, almost like a
garish is just on the outside.
Yeah, and it's just like, not bad. It's not bad, but it could be better. But especially it's very different compared to the sweet brandy, sweet apple brandy from the Midlands.
Next time we actually get to play together, Carlos, you need to find an
floor.
equivalent brandy to have at the table.
For the Midland brandy?
Yeah.
I need to drink more brandy because the brandy that I've tasted isn't that good. I've just drank like the bottom shelf Gallo stuff that they give us. So
to be fair, my levels are pretty freaking low. So like that apple brandy from I forget what the line is. The one that you get all the time. Your bottom shelf.
Oh, well, no, the one that I get is the one that work gives it to us.
Yeah, what is that one called again?
It's green apple brandy or something like that.
I don't know. But it's like I've had the apple brandy and I'm like, I actually like this one.
No, it's super sweet. It just could be a little bit better in my opinion. Well, what are you gonna do? They're like $10 a bottle. It's fine. Okay, so
that's what you could do.
I know, right? So yeah, you excellence over here, double fisting. It's just kind of enjoying the music.
Dirty.
Like,
do I get another one?
Wonka's what? Wonka's over here, just kind of like almost. You see people kind of like.
She's probably holding herself like she's security. Like that's just her natural stance. Like she's not trying. I have a new aura. I have a new aura. Remember?
Well, are you? Do you?
No, I don't
activate that thing.
Is that something I activate? I'm just saying I have it.
Well, that's why people are giving you the birth. They're giving you like kind of like
It's 10 feet. While you are conscious, all frightened creatures within 10 feet have their speed reduced to 0.
All unfriendly?
No, it's all frightened. So are they scared of me?
Yeah, no, it's not enough to trigger that, but they do give you a wide berth.
Psychic damage. So just have a Wonka lead the way, so that way you have your path.
Your room. Althea's just like, okay, this is cool, I guess. Not many trees in here.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know about this.
Yeah, unless Faitha's doing something different, she always kind of like finds an alley close by to hunker down in.
Little alley.
Yeah. So unless it's something different, she's always safe, and she hunkers down somewhere.
And then she knows it's bedtime, and then she comes up.
Yeah. So you guys enjoy your drinks, and since it's earlier in the night, a few of the bands do kind of stop, and then others take their place, and but it doesn't look like they're gonna slow down anytime soon.
And since they're playing like everywhere, it's like there's no quiet corner to go hide in.
No, there is no quiet corner. There are a couple of booths and tables where you can have like almost
a conversation.
A conversation, but it's very much a club where you have to like lean in and yell into the ear, and you can be pretty sure that no one's gonna hear you because it's so fucking loud.
And you miss every third word.
Yeah, I fucking love those places.
I know you do. I know that's why that's why you're the way you are at this moment. You itch.
right?
Carlos goes out dancing, you guys. If you want to go dancing, he is the guy to take with you, and he will dance the entire time. And I am the worst person to take there because I won't. I will drink. I'm a
Hey,
drinking
that's
buddy.
like Jeff and like me.
Mhm.
I dance terribly, but I dance.
He gets into it and he
Right,
makes friends
like-
with everyone.
This is why I like the tiki bar. You don't stop dancing ever.
I've been groped so many times. Anyways,
I was there for some
the
of that. They were
tiki
old
bar
ladies.
is
Those are
amazing.
crocodiles.
oh, and crocodiles too. That was fun too. Anyways, you guys drinking your
I
drinks.
miss that life.
Drinking your drinks, just having a good old time.
Is there any band that I like more than the other bands? I just want to have a band name that I can write down.
Hey, did you hear that one band?
What kind of music would Excellence like?
Military marches.
I know.
No, you would not like military marches at all.
Probably an old sea shanty.
He is more of a indie pop / punk.
So Evanescence.
Hi, GG's. Roll a perception check.
Perception. Why perception?
Because you're listening.
Ooh, 17.
All right.
That's what you roll a 17 in perception for?
Right?
It's all right. When he's taking.
Yeah, let's go
What do
find
you
some
say?
more orcs. Let's go do that.
Yeah, when he's. Oh, hold on, guys. Sorry. 1 second.
Oh, puppy.
She just wants pets.
Aw.
Thanks. It's only 90 degrees. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I turned on the AC.
With the 17. With a 17, yeah, you're able to find something that's similar to what you enjoy. And it's
You won't
the thing that
stop.
stands out to you, it's a Goliath that's singing lead vocals,
What pitch?
but the rest of it high. It's like high C's. No, it's not that bad. But he's singing lead vocals, which is interesting because Goliaths usually aren't the singing type. But he's carrying.
Or
Right.
that high pitch.
But the rest of the bands are the smaller races. So a couple of goblins, a gnome.
Hey,
Yeah, well, you are a smaller race. A gnome, a couple of goblins. I know. I'm trying to do something. Okay. You don't care. But yeah, it's a couple of goblins, a gnome, and what looks like to be a halfling. Ow. Or maybe a really tall human. Can't really tell. On the borderline. Or a short human. Or a tall halfling.
I just look at the girls and I'm like, they're really good.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were looking at like girls that were like dancing, like girls.
No, you two girls.
Oh.
You two girls.
I mean, would you really call Ivanka one of the girls?
I
You
want to
just did?
call her a girl,
Just like
although I would think it. Thank God you can't read my mind.
give me another level. Just kidding. It was an empty threat.
I'm like, it's cool. I could do the same. I think. No.
But yeah, it's
No, she's she's not paying. She's in front. She's not paying attention to you.
But yeah, you have to go a little bit deeper into the first floor to find them. But you do find them tucked away in towards the back. They got a pretty decent following. Just dancing out in front of them and having a good time. Especially considering how tall the fucking Goliath is compared to the other ones. You know.
If people don't move out of Awanka's way on their own, they'll hear like a low grumble or growl.
Just kind of like walk away,
Yes.
like having a good sex. It's like, who let the fucking narc in, guys?
Is it obvious? No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
All right.
He's
Then
having
go
a
get a
good
room.
time.
And you, if you ask around, you're gonna find out that the band's name is called Small John and the Giants.
Small John and the Giants. Yes,
If
that
you,
is awesome.
yeah, it's you're gonna it's good. Who
He's
are
gonna-
these guys? Small John and the Giants. Okay.
You should go looking for the merch table. See if you can leave with a T-shirt.
Someone overhears you and goes, "That's a fucking good idea."
I was after she said that, I wanted to like leave the
was not
room
gonna-
and
she
come
would
back
not
later with
mention
a
that.
shirt.
She never would mention that.
We're your number one fans. Fuck this adventuring shit. We're going to be groupies, guys.
That'll go for
This
really
is the
well.
best vacation ever. I mean, not a vacation, obviously. Well, should we go get a room? I think we need to.
She's
go get a
still
room.
like going through. She never actually said go look for the merch booth. She's going to
Yeah.
where the stairs are to go upstairs. So
Yeah.
you probably got stuck talking to someone to find out what the band name, and you just have this giant like space of people who shoved aside for a weekend.
So when I say, so should we go look for the room? I turn back and you guys.
She's already heading
Got
to the
it.
stairs.
Okay.
I'm following her.
Yeah.
I ain't sticking around this white noise.
He's like gonna throw. It's like
Like
you
people
know.
are already starting to fill the
Yeah, they're there. Just immediately just boom. So you have to kind of make your way through. You're just like fucking.
like this was so much easier before.
I know, right? But you guys make your way around, and it's not too difficult to figure out which room the stairs lead up to. You guys have to make a little circuit around the tavern, and there's plenty of people out there still having a good time, enjoying themselves, getting a little bit of cool air since it gets so fucking hot in there sometimes. But you're able to find rooms up to the second floor and also the third floor.
Because we're not going to the second floor.
No, we're going to the third floor.
That was the hourly rates.
Yeah. So this so you go to the third floor, you make your way up, and it's very simple. You walk in, and what greets you is like a couple of chairs off to the left and right, but right ahead of you there is a desk, and you see hallways going down to the left and right of it, and also to the left and right this way, so back deeper into the building, and then to the left and the right. And there is what looks like to be a human character, female. She's at the desk. Like as soon as you guys walk in, she was like, "Oh, oi, yeah, hi. I'm assuming you need a room, correct?"
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
You have a room that has 3 people, room for 3, or
Well, I mean, if someone takes the floor, I'm sure you could find it. 2, you can put 2 to a bed if you need to. If you're looking for more of a suite down, it'll be up to the 4th floor.
I'll sleep with Faye.
Wonka's fine on the ground.
Yeah, like at this point, Fada comes in with you guys. She called him over. This is this is just the routine when you guys finally get a room. Althea gets Fada.
Okay, but is there 2 beds in 1 room?
That'd be more of a 4th floor situation. And then she points over, and you can see a couple of like a little stairway that kind of goes up to the 4th floor.
All right, let's go to the 4th floor.
No, of course. Yeah. And this one,
Thank
enjoy your night. And you go up to the 4th floor, and it is it's much the same design layout. But quickly peeking down the hallways, you notice that the doors are spaced out a little bit more, so denoting bigger rooms. It's another human female here at the front desk. Early years. She has her hair, it's kind of in a tight, bun, in the back. And she looks over and is like, "Oh, yes, may I help you?"
One suite. I believe there's 2 beds in there, correct?
Yeah, we have a. And she looks at the bus. Yeah, we have accommodation for 2 room. Yes.
Do you have accommodation for 3?
A 3-bed? No, sir. We have 1 and 2 bed suites.
Nope, that's fine. 2 beds would be perfect.
If you need 3 beds, you can go up to the 4th floor.
We are on the 4th floor.
Yeah, correct. 5th floor. I'm sorry. My bad. 5th floor.
No, 2 beds are fine. 2 beds
Oh,
are fine.
okay. And he looks over, and she looks over the things like, yes, just be 2 gold pieces. Food is included, of course. We can send it up to your room.
Excellent.
You time
And
yourself.
I give her the 2 gold.
Thank you. And when would you like your food, sir?
Current now,
I'll
as
send
soon
it
as
right up.
possible.
I'll send it right.
Yeah, because what
up.
time is it now?
It's later on, definitely later on in the evening.
Yeah, it's
Since
probably
shops are
time.
closing down, and it's like 9 p.m.
Yes, as soon as possible, please.
Right away, of course. And then she takes it, and then you hear drop the coin, the gold piece somewhere behind the desk, and she goes, "Oh, right this way." And she leads you down the hall, and then to the left, and then towards the back, she unlocks a door for you, and she opens it up, and is like, she looks in first, does a quick inspection, is like, if you need to inspect it before I leave, feel free. If not, here's your key.
Do I need to inspect it?
I think we all just look at each other like, what?
Well, to make sure it's up to your standards, of course.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
If it's up to our standards.
Is that what you say?
Are you
Yeah.
mocking me?
Yes, I am.
Interesting.
Sorry, I get to have a little fun every now and then.
I've never met you before, but okay.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
I say thank you, and
Right.
it looks
And she
great.
leaves. She just keeps walking. You guys are those people.
Okay, so who wants bed?
Yeah,
I
there's
got the floor today, though.
and the floor with
I was
Phaethon?
gonna volunteer I was gonna take the floor, but
I have a nice, comfy dog.
okay. Okay.
And as you guys are, armoring down and getting ready for the night, there is a knock at the door. It's like,
I'm just kidding.
and you just open it up, and you immediately get punched in the face. I'm kidding. It's the guy giving your food.
Punch him! I'm just kidding.
I open the door and go, why, hello.
Oh.
And this young 11-year-old human boy goes,
And I grab the food.
I sure hope it's just the food.
Yes. What else would I be grabbing like this if it's the boy? Like, seriously, come on now.
And he, without breaking eye contact, he just like sidesteps away.
Oh my god.
I close the door with my foot.
What's on? Yeah, and it's it looks like it's like almost like family style dinner. It's like a big old like chicken right in the middle with like all the fixings and whatnot. So you guys
Nice.
could have a little. There is a table in the room where you guys could eat if you guys were so inclined. But it is it is a meal for 4. So you guys could have at it with your will. And since you guys didn't denote something, the breakfast will come in the morning too. So at the time, usually around 7 a.m.
Nom 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 nom.
It's just like that.
Yeah.
Taylor and I are eating together. And I'm writing a little note.
For
I am also eating and feeding some to Frederick.
Because he's a ferret now.
Awanka will be eating. And at some point probably put in a report.
I'm going to slowly slide a note to Wonka.
She will like look at you, like just look at you and look at the note, look at you and look at the note.
Just like that.
Read it.
On it, it says, did I write this correctly in Orcus? Check yes or no.
She's
Pretty
like-
much.
she's- and she opens it. She opens it.
That's what it says.
Oh,
Wow.
how did she do?
What is it? What did you put down on it?
Did I write this correctly? Yes or no? Except there's no checking. It's just answer the damn question type thing.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Well, fuck.
You got this.
Oh, there it is. Thank God that wasn't a +1. 19.
Nice.
Yes.
With all the proper markings and everything.
Yeah. With that, it's pretty close.
Wow.
So if you want, if you wanted to help her out with that, you could
The red pen.
yeah,
Oh,
with the red
jeez.
pen. You could
I am
so-
not bending over.
What? What have you
The
done with the
movie,
red pens?
Secretary? The movie
have-
Secretary?
I've never
Red
seen
pen?
never seen that.
Oh my God, watch it.
Okie dokie.
You'll understand the bending over part.
I mean, I understand that generally, but okay.
Of course you do, Carlos.
Right.
So she'll look surprised and just kind of nod approvingly.
Whoop, whoop,
Good.
whoop, whoop.
You're not gonna like circle yes and just like
She said not to. She didn't mark it like that. I think she'll write on the back side of the paper.
a whole letter.
Not a whole letter, but I think she's gonna write something that she knows is not in the second level book.
Dick.
Like it's like you can work on this next.
Oh,
Now
that's
come up with
good.
something of what it says. I have no idea right now.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So,
she'll
yeah,
pick up something from her tribe. Yeah, that's what it'll
Yeah.
be.
There it is. So you guys can take a couple hours to if Awanka wants to help out Althea.
Is that what
to
we're
get
doing
her,
today?
Orcish.
Do your
I mean,
Orcish
you guys
today?
got to I'm trusting you guys to keep track of it. Keep track of that. And just
I'm
be
just a
true to
tutor.
then to be just to work it out.
I was watching this whole like note passing thing, and I'm just like, are they talking about me? I think they're talking about me. They're probably talking about me. What did
And
they
Frederick-
do?
Like
Frederick
you
is
see,
like-
you see in the corner of like the note, like there's like a little weird drawing. Like, oh, what is that going to be? Is that representing me?
Yeah, I'm talking to Frederick about it. Just like, I mean, what? I've been pretty good. I mean, I like the band, but I don't think that was bad.
It's a cool sticker, right?
Yes, it is.
See, Carlos, there's cool stickers out there. Carlos is anti-stickers.
I'm not anti-sticker. I
He's
just
anti.
don't like to. I just don't want to use
For
it.
the record, when you held it like this, it basically covered your face entirely.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Maybe I should get one of a Wonka and then just hold it there the entire time. Bah, 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 bah.
Let's see. Okay.
Before I go to bed, I want to pray to my patron.
Okay. Okay. Religion check.
21.
Nice.
18 plus 3.
You get you feel a slight tug on one of your horns, like and it's tugging in the direction of Althea.
What's up out there? You doing good over there?
I'm just gonna pet my dog.
You know, if you need talk or anything, I'm here for you.
It's like, why are you talking to me? Go away.
Okay. Okay.
Just saying.
guys.
Just saying. If you need to talk or you are nervous about anything, you should talk to your friends like
Maybe
me,
if
who's
you're
been
still
traveling
mad.
with you for so long.
That I attacked your dad. It's okay.
We could have went without that. Just say it.
I never said that.
I did. She didn't. I did.
In character?
No.
Okay. Just
No.
making sure.
90% of the words I say are not in character.
They should be.
No. I don't think she's that sassy. Or snarky.
Yet.
Yeah, it's not on brand.
What did you ask your patron?
I didn't ask her anything. I just prayed to her.
Said hey.
What was your prayer?
He said hey,
Seriously?
basically.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Just trying to open up some communication to her. That's all.
It's like, hey, look at that girl. Huh? Huh?
I never said that. Definitely never said that. That is bad juju.
Oh, you get struck by lightning.
Struck by lightning, powers taken away.
Unless she is like saying, eh?
I really don't believe that. No.
Well, you could ask her what's going on. Like, why? Her. What? Huh?
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
I'm good. Just
Okay.
figuring out some shit.
Well, like I said, friends talk to each other. Been with you a long time. So if you need anything, you could always count on me.
Especially to tap
Unless
your
it
dad.
involves my father.
Nope, even if it involves her father. What? I never said I
Especially-
didn't like the guy. I mean, look at
Even
the
Fada
beautiful.
looks at you on that one.
Because Fada spent some time with him.
Oh, that's right.
How long was she gone?
Most of the day.
Most because it was a morning and then you picked her up the next. Yeah, so a whole night and day. You assume,
Yeah. Is there something you need to tell me?
No. Just
You're acting weird. Stop it.
okay. I sort of lay down, my back to them, and I go to sleep.
Amonka's like trying to write notes or something, but she's like can't focus on what she's doing, but she's like trying not to pay attention. Like what are they doing?
what are they doing? They're just being weird again.
Being very weird. And a different type of weird. She's not even thinking, but this is me looking inside her head like, should I leave? Did I
So, as I'm laying with my back to them, I pull out the bag of holding,
Okay.
and I would like to pull out one of those orbs just to see what happens.
Okay.
That's smart. Let's do that when everyone's chilled and your shield has no armor on. Maybe something won't happen. That'd be fine. Let's just roll a number 1. Again.
It's fine.
I
You guys
didn't
both
pull out all of them.
know. You guys both know that if she puts something in the bag of holding, it generally dies.
That's not true, because when we pulled it out, all of those things came alive.
I said generally.
Generally. Depends on the plot, okay? Just depends on the plot.
But the thing is, we killed all the things that came alive when we pulled it out.
So we think.
That's why I'm testing my theory.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I could get rid of these things because they're worthless now,
Might be worth something to someone.
Yeah.
right? Just like that egg, right?
It's a good idea. For fun.
So
For
you
role playing fun.
what the goddamn bullet egg?
Yeah.
Sure, it would have been a good idea.
Karina likes to go chaotic sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes.
Okay,
Fun.
so you reach in. Retrieving an item from the bag requires an action.
Aren't we missing someone?
No?
The Dragonborn,
Yeah.
the monk. She went.
She took
And
off. She's
she-
like, this is so lowbrow for me. I'm
Yeah,
gone.
she needed more adventure in her life and something that gave her a little bit more than 100 gold per manticore
Oh.
ear. She
So are we seeing D again?
Nah.
probably not.
Okay, so
Oh, that was short-lived.
I know, right?
it wasn't her thing. Got it.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what she said. And I was just like, hey, at least you tried. A lot of people wouldn't even try.
Yeah.
So
Thanks
no,
for at
it's fine.
least making it interesting.
I know, right? So yeah, no, I talked to her. She said it wasn't her thing, and I was like, oh, okay, it's fine, no big deal. Thanks for coming. Blah blah blah.
We should have more celebrity guests like that.
I'd be for that.
Let me go call Matt Damon real quick. I got him on the line.
I
All right,
hate
so-
people for one timers.
Retrieving an item from the bag
I
requires
want
an action.
Jason Momoa.
Okay.
He's a dick. All right, I'm just letting you know right now. It should have been
Fine,
me,
Dwayne
Aquaman, but he
Johnson.
threw
I'm
me.
like,
Okay.
that reeks of jealousy right there.
It's not much
Like,
else.
that
Alright, so-
man is beautiful.
Oh yeah, he is. Fuck yeah. Anyway, so you reach in and you go up to your shoulder because it's a 6 foot. Like you can stretch out to see, and you go, Give me an intelligence check real quick. Because bag of holdings aren't super rare in this world. I just want to know, see if you've actually your DC is gonna be pretty low because you're.
Natural 19.
Nice. So you know that to,
I don't have anything added to that
okay.
though.
So you know how these bag of holdings work. You'd have to mentally say, "Hey, I need to call this in," since you don't know exactly what's in there. The only way to do it would be to yank it and turn it inside out, but then everything comes out.
Can you just shake it out?
He has to turn it inside out. If he holds it upside down, it doesn't come out. He has to reach in and grab the bottom and then just.
Interesting.
And you would know that
I-
if you're in 19.
I want one of those.
Everyone wants one of those.
I'm gonna just stare at him as he's doing this. I'm gonna slowly army crawl around.
My back is to
And
you
it's-
guys. You guys don't see what I'm
He's
doing.
doing
That'd
his all
be a
ninja
slide.
like.
I army crawled around.
Yeah, but you
the
don't know what
bed.
he's. Give me a sleight of hand check, Jeff.
Sleight of hand check is 15.
How often does he turn his back to us? Never. He sleeps
You
on his
told me
back.
to stop talking to you.
Yeah, he looks like he went to sleep, and now he's diddling with his little bag. You don't see him.
Do I see his hands moving?
Nope, not with
His
the
body
15.
movement? His
No.
breathing different?
Nope,
you
you don't.
fucking know that.
Okay, at most,
do know
you would
that.
assume he's probably just masturbating. It's fine.
He's stroking his horns.
And it probably wouldn't be the first time.
That's rude. He's much more respectful, guys. He waits.
I
till you
am
guys
not
get
going to
to-
answer that with
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
exactly what he
He's
said.
fine, guys. Stop picking on tieflings. I got you, bro.
Thank you.
My tiefling. So yeah, you would know that to get everything out of there, it would be.
I'm gonna
alright.
do my choppy pray slash meditate slash I don't know what the fuck she's doing slash.
No, at this point, you're doing your lessons.
I mean after.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we'll work on.
Because we just had a whole conversation and you're doing notes.
Yeah. So whatever excellent, if excellence wants to open it up like that, he can. You would know how these bags work.
Okay.
Get out.
No.
Stupid. The don't. What?
Okay. So unless you guys are gonna do anything else, the next
I'm-
roll and yeah.
Meditating, praying to you know.
Yeah, did you send me a link on that, on who that is exactly?
I tried to
'Cause I did-
do.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Because I looked it up and it's an old Greyhawk deity kind of following kind of thing.
So there's different names. Hang on, where did I stick it? On my iPad, of course. Oh, vomit. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if these are names of them. I'll just take a picture of the names and you can tell me.
Well, there's a bunch. There's like 3 or 4 pages in the player's handbook with deities.
See, I couldn't find anything. Like I typed in the specific names that it gave me,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't find Jack Squiggly freaking Squat.
So if you get your player's handbook, and it starts on page 294 of all the deities
Wait,
and
sources.
all their alignment and whatnot.
Player's handbook.
Yeah.
You said what page?
294, and it gives you.
Can I just type in the page number and it shows me?
I have no idea. I'm just using the actual book,
Mm.
and it just shows you like a list of deities and what their domains are, their alignments, their symbols, and what they mean and represent. And we could go over all those later on.
It's at the
if you
it's
want,
at the
like, a quick long one.
appendices. It's at the end.
Appendici?
It's number. It's
Appendix. Gods of Multiverse?
Yes.
yes.
So for now, let's say you're praying and hoping one of these motherfuckers comes and helps you out.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, and then we'll work on picking which one you would like, and then just which, because I can't pick one. I mean, I could pick one for you, but it might not work with Althea, even though I got a pretty good idea of what she would be looking for.
Although that would be a pretty good plot point. Someone that does not work with her.
Yeah,
It would. I don't know if it'd be fun to role play.
I already have 3 of those. Well,
Dang.
I'm kidding. That's not what's happening.
Wow.
No, you guys are fine. You guys are fine.
So extra inspiration for everyone.
No, you guys are rolling disadvantage for the next 4 days.
That's rude.
Yeah, well,
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Let's see. So yeah, it's up to you guys. Excellence is over here debating whether he wants to turn his bag inside out.
Nope, I'm good. I'll wait.
Werewolves, motherfuckers.
I don't need more of that.
So yeah, the night does go without incident.
I told
guys
you
aren't
she put in
able
a
to
report,
hear,
right?
huh?
I told her she put in a
what?
report.
Of everything that's going on. And you
yeah.
talked to the elders, right? I'm assuming you did, because I think I asked and you didn't respond. But I'm assuming the one will be to report to the elders that they cleared out the cave and did all that stuff. I'm assuming she did.
Yeah, that's what she did on her half
Mhm.
day. You didn't text me that.
I asked you what.
No. The only thing you asked me about is that you haven't put in a report to the OA because you need to tell them about what happened in the caves. Like I did.
Did I even ask? Well,
Yeah.
I'm assuming she did.
She is
let's
very
see.
thorough. Karina might not be, but Awanka is.
Oh, Sylvanas, Obata, hey, Cheslev, Bellinor, and Pan. Okay, I see what you're saying. There's already Sylvanas in the world. Okay. What is that? What do you, anything specific on the report, or you just kind of?
What we learned from Bach.
Bach. Okay. And you're gonna get a response back saying everything is pretty much in line with what he's saying. He is acting
Still no new
independently.
messages, or still no new news of Luke or anything. I'm assuming that they would kind of give her updates if there were any.
Yeah, day 42, I think 43 now. Well, 44. It's gonna be in a second. No.
Okay.
He's still hiding out in the Undal Forest to the south. You already told you about the Knolls, that they're doing something crazy along the borders of the Wildlands and the Republic. And they're looking into this orc situation. Because
they agreed it was weird.
Yeah. But yeah, aside from that, they're still researching and looking into all that. Yeah. Anyone else? All right. So the night goes on. You guys rest peacefully. Althea wrapped up in Phaedra in the familiar curl and plop in the middle. Owanka is, have one of the beds, and Excellence is doing the same. You guys all come to consciousness after a full 8 hours rest. Very peaceful. And you guys all wake up early. I think you guys told me every single morning you guys wake up early. So you guys have a chance to do your. This is a suite. You have plenty of room to do your forms, Owanka, and Althea can choose her spells that she chose for the next day. Excellence wakes up pretty early. I don't know if he's still doing his morning exercises and pushes and stuff.
Yep.
All right. So you guys are all doing what adventurers do, which is very good. You guys are prepared when there's a knock on the door.
I will go open the door.
Okay. And this time it's an older woman in her 50s, and she's like, she hands over the breakfast, and she kind of just gives you a look, just like, and she's handing you the food.
Don't look at me. I never did anything.
Cocks the eyebrow at you and goes, and walks away.
Mother or grandmother? I'm curious.
What happened?
I'm like, I'm wondering if it's mother or grandmother.
And you're it's very it's almost like a classic English breakfast with the beans and the toast and all this stuff, and it's very nice. And again, it's family style, so you guys can take a pick and eat, have you will. And unless anyone else wants to do anything else, you guys could start crossing the river, going heading. Oh, you guys already crossed the river because you guys wanted to go to this. Yeah, you crossed the river because you guys wanted to go here. Yeah. Yeah. So where are we at? You guys right here. Players. Guys, make it to Ama. Do I have anything else for you guys? Yeah, no, you guys continue on your path and give me another con save.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Con save?
Con save, yeah.
14.
Nice.
Don't forget to add the +3.
Oh, 17.
Even nicer.
I got a 20.
That's a lot better than my last one.
Actually, con save?
A 20? Okay.
Wait, con
Yeah.
save? No, 23.
Con save. All right. Althea?
Working on it. Althea, run over here for a second. Con save. It's loading.
I'm going to need one for Phaedra, too.
Okay.
Do you need one for Frederick as well?
Not for him. I pictured you kind of covering him up and holding him in your neck, right? Unless you have him out.
He's like inside my jacket.
Yeah. The reason for the save is just because the winds that are just constantly pushing you south, and you kind of have to fighting because you want to stay in a straight line, so you're kind of like fighting against the wind. That's the concept. If he's covered up and he's against the elements, he'll be fine.
I'll be keeping an eye on Phaedra then, if that's the case.
I got a 19.
Okay.
And she has a +1. She has does she get a +3?
Yeah.
I believe she would, right?
It's all
Yeah,
allies.
she's within a few feet.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, she's fine too.
She's getting bigger.
She's getting so strong.
It's my baby.
Soon you could ride her.
Eventually, it'll become to that point. Like, not even joking.
Make sure to save up to get a saddle made.
Right?
If you need help, I got you covered.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, you guys continue on your path. Going across.
And I believe Awanka, you said you wanted to rest the night prior to getting to the place.
Yeah, if there's a spot that we can do that safely,
There it
because
is.
I don't want to go in at night.
No, I get that.
Far enough away this time, Carlos.
What? Far enough away?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The
What did I do?
ground worms
The
from
ground
before.
worm?
We were trying to stay the night before, and then they came up out of the ground. The last thing we did for what's it, Hari?
The Harriet?
Remember where we got the egg?
Oh yeah, because you guys went up to the. Never mind. Never mind.
No, I wanted to pick a spot just like this, like find a spot
Yeah,
far enough
you
away.
guys went to its nest. You're like, oh, is this a nest? Okay, now let's find a camp spot. You guys are already there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So as you guys make your way across the plains, and you guys are fighting against the winds coming off of the Akaila mountain. There aren't that many travelers here, since there isn't a major city in between two. There is Karam to the west. But you don't see anyone for miles. Actually, with your guys' perception, you do see a couple of farms down south, but these are miles away, a few outcroppings of trees. Althea, give me a perception check real quick.
Perception.
What happened, JJ? What's going on? Huh? You okay? You got water, right? You got water. You guys got water. It's fine. It's okay.
18 plus
Oh,
6,
shit.
24.
Damn.
Okay. So you look off towards the north, and you look and you go, that's a bird. Huh.
Hey, I see a bird.
And then it passes by a tree that you recognize, and you look and go, huh, that tree's about 40, 50 feet tall. That bird's about twice the size of that tree. Good thing it's, at this point, it's probably about 50 miles away from you. So you assume it can't really see you. But it's up in the lower foothills of the mountain. And it's just, you can only imagine the wingspan that it would have if it was right above you. But you look over and go, holy shit, that would be a giant fucking bird if it was close by.
I want it.
Did you?
And it swoops down low along the treetops, and then it kind of banks up high and then goes higher and
Did you
higher.
point
through
it
the
out?
mountains.
Oh, yeah.
And you see with one,
I said, I want it.
and you see this flap of just, and just goes up hundreds of feet up in one flap of its wings, and another flap it just goes up higher and higher.
We need to go back.
And then
we need to go back.
and then it finally goes up
back.
into the mountain. It's about 50, 60 miles away from you guys.
I don't even care.
And it finally goes up into the lower parts of the clouds, thousands of feet up into the mountains.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm just hiding underneath Phaedra.
Yeah. Okay, Carlos.
She's nothing but fur, so we kind of you look good.
What is this terrain like?
It's a little bit rocky, with short crop grass. It's so close to the mountains, and
No-
you guys are
no
so far
trees?
north. There's a spattering of trees here and there, but nothing to give you guys ooh, I'm 100% sure I'm safe.
That's
Give me Althea and Owanka. Give me a nature check.
Since she pointed it out, would I be able to see it better with my sight?
Not necessarily. This thing is 50 miles away.
Okay,
So
never mind.
it's only. Actually, yeah. Excellence. Do a nature check too.
I got a 7.
I'm like, nature check.
Yeah.
17 for me.
17.
Mhm.
A 12.
12. All right. Yeah. So you guys, there's only you guys all actually. Althea should have known, but she rolled pretty bad.
I
It's a
was
giant
too,
bird.
I was too infatuated with
Yeah.
watching the bird.
Like, you know what it is. You just never seen one in person, and it just kind of like blanks your mind. You're just like, oh, it's one of the. Oh, this is what you guys would know as a rock, a giant eagle-like bird that has a wingspan of hundreds of feet, predominantly high, that lives higher up in the mountains and large forest ranges. For it to come down and into the plains is very rare because what it eats doesn't generally live in this area, and that's also primarily why there are farms here in the northern part, and they don't bring any livestock. The livestock keep kind of to the south during towards the hunting plains, so it doesn't entice a hungry rock to come down. They're very dangerous, fairly rare, but they rarely venture down into like these kind of plains. If you guys were in a forest, might be a little bit of a problem, but you guys feel fairly certain and safe. In fact, just to see one, it's just magnificent. The way you guys finally see one in person, the way it just was able to fly, enormous wings, was very magnificent.
Huh.
Beba, you want a pet?
Oh, well, she's not looking up. She's just like looking at you. I give you like a little nip on the chin.
I'm gonna say no. No, you do not.
And she just continues on.
Oh boy.
What time of day is it?
This was a little bit around noontime.
Okay. Okay. So what would bring them this far down to the ground? What is it that they normally eat?
You rolled a 17, right?
Yes.
They pretty much eat whatever crosses their path. But they choose like livestock.
You had said that they don't. All of their stuff is up in the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah. So whatever they can find up in the mountains, trolls, whoever lives up in the mountains, any kind of other creatures, remoras, and kegs, stuff like that. Just whatever it could find.
Well, what's this called?
A rock. R-O-K.
R-O-K?
Yeah.
Sorry, just trying to write better notes.
How far away are we from our destination?
About 6, 7, 8 hours. And as you guys continue along, you do you see another a town coming up ahead. It does have its tree shield along the north side to protect it from the wind that's coming down. But it's a smaller town, no more than a few dozen buildings as you guys come walking in. The inn is primarily is very much right in front of you, and would be a sleepy town. But what does catch everyone's eye is a tower that's coming up towards the southern end, a few miles away. Its gleaming reflective surface is something that none of you have really seen. And from this distance, you can't really tell what it is, what the material it's made of. But you could tell that it's kind of in a swirling pattern that goes up, and then it expands out towards the top. It comes up into almost like a mushroom type flat dome. And from seeing it from far away, it almost does look like a mushroom that's grown out, but its reflective surface denotes that more of maybe a metallic or crystalline structure or material.
Great, a giant penis.
A very flat giant penis, yes.
Sounds very out of place. I mean, because you said this town is small, pretty.
Yeah, it's a smaller. It's not even on the map that you got. At most, this is going to house maybe 200 individuals.
And then there's this grand metallic structure
to the south.
Does not match this. Interesting.
And you guys have seen a couple of the watchtowers from that obviously you guys are here to clear out one of them. This does not match the description. The watchtowers are very stone shaped, and smaller too. This tower is from what looking at it, it's almost 50 feet tall. And seeing how slender it is going up, it's like engineering shouldn't work.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm going to town.
Yeah, and you walk in and you see the
What's the town called?
you don't know.
This wasn't on my
Okay.
map.
So as you guys walk into the very obvious inn tavern, it's a 2-story building that seems like it's been made. It was made almost centuries ago, and it has a weathered, built-in look that has stood this test of time. And something that Althea might enjoy is that it looks like it was built right up against a tree, and the massive trunk looks to be about 30-40 feet in diameter. Unfortunately, it has been cut off at about 20 feet up, but it looks like it's been so long ago that it was centuries ago that for some reason it was cut off. But the inn has been built into it.
Do
Not
I
into
see
it, but
the
next-
tree trunk?
The tree trunk? Yeah. When you come up, when you come up, it's like, oh, obviously it's a tree, a giant tree by the look of it, but now it might have died. What happened?
I'm gonna hug
But
it.
it looks. It's like, oh, baby, and you just give it a hug, and
Right pain that some jackass cut it down.
yeah, and as you walk away, Wonka, is anyone paying attention to this?
I'm paying attention.
To her hugging it? You're
Yes.
muted.
At her hugging it? Yeah, that
Yeah.
would catch my eye.
All right. Both of you guys give me perception checks.
Great.
Yay.
4.
You're like, huh, she's
Oh,
just being herself.
wow. That's a all-time low for me. 10.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's just like, huh, that's a little bit of an oddity. Oh well, it's fine. So as you guys are walking in, the sign above the door does have a depiction. It looks like about a tree, and a house on top of the tree, and then in common across the top, it's called the Tree House Inn.
Treehouse
name.
Inn.
Yeah.
I wonder if this place is like a sister company to that. Remember that bar we went to that was in the trees?
The one that did not want you.
Yes, but I did get us in.
Yeah, you did.
Mhm.
Someone
Surprisingly.
tried stealing the silverware though.
It was a mug.
It was a really cool mug.
It was.
I remember when I was like, eh.
Oh, you guys should have failed that save. It would have been great.
What would have happened?
You don't know.
I'm curious.
Yeah, well, go back and do it.
Tempting.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys
What's
come
Althea
in.
up to?
Yeah, it's obviously an inn. I'm assuming you guys are gonna walk in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as you guys walk in, it's a very quaint, very homey style of inn. It's not very large. The fireplace is lit, so you get a sense of the smoke that's coming off the fireplace. The wooden beams up ahead are again they're ancient and old but sturdy and well worn. In front of the fireplace there is what looks to be a small child at play with a dog. And off to the side you see what appears to be the owner. Maybe when on the smaller towns, if they're working the bar, they're the owner, and it looks to be about maybe a half elf, maybe a full elf. You don't know really how old they are, but they look to be on the older side. And he's currently just kind of stalking a few things and moving stuff out in the corner. And he kind of gets up and he goes, How can I do ya?
Is he like insanely drunk?
Yeah. I'm sorry, what was that?
No, I was just asking, like, is he insanely drunk?
Uh,
Oh, why do you ask?
uh, what town is this?
Oh, you've never been here, huh? Well, I fucking looked at it like, Carlos, remember this because they're gonna fucking ask, but I forgot it.
It's gonna be weird if they want to know the town name. So
I know,
bizarre.
right? Jesus
That is
Christ,
a
serious.
weird name.
I know, right? And he goes, oh,
Very long.
And he looks over and he goes, leaf top.
Leaf top. Oh, is the village hidden in the leaves?
Well, once you come out to winter and the leaves come off of the trees, covers the entire town. It's a beautiful sight. My accent's all over the fucking place.
Aw.
Bear with me, guys. I'm working
Try
on
your
it.
best. You try your best.
I'll try my best.
Mm-hmm.
Really? No one got the village hidden in the leaves? Naruto? Nothing?
I don't
Okay.
have Naruto.
I didn't really watch it.
Uncultured swine.
Seriously.
It's who
I
I
didn't
am.
either.
Ha!
I'm tempted to watch it twice now, and I just can't do it.
I have
One-
not. I've not attempted.
It's one of my favorites.
So you
Uh,
looking for a meal, a room?
we're looking for a room. How
Ah.
many beds do you guys have in the rooms?
Oh well, one. We could
Just-
maybe put another bed in the room if that's what you'd prefer.
We would prefer two beds if possible.
It'll be a tight squeeze.
How about 2 rooms? How about 2 rooms?
Okay.
How much is that?
2 rooms, 2 silver.
2 silver? Okay.
Yeah.
And dinner and breakfast.
For the 3 of you?
Yes.
Yeah, just another silver.
Okay. Quick question.
Yeah.
What's that big tower outside?
Oh, she came here not too long ago. She's a wizard.
Really?
Really saved us back a few weeks ago when that frightful wave came by and almost tried to kill us.
A wave of what?
Oh, just those feral individuals. You know, the goblins, the hobgoblins, the bugbears, the gnolls.
What did the
Yeah.
wizard do?
All frightful things. Conjured fire, lightning, all manner of spells. Really helped us.
On a wave,
No.
you say.
Huh?
A wave, you say.
Well, that's what it looked like when you have, hundreds of people coming in for blood and you just try to hide what would you call it?
Oh, it's just interesting. Hundreds of goblins and one wizard.
Oh no, that's our wizard. She helped us.
But one.
And you get the sense that he's referring to the wave that happened a few weeks back.
No, I figured that,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
trying to put an amount. Like, how many
Yeah.
are we talking about versus
Oh.
one?
It was hundreds. And the one wizard, yeah, she helped us.
Does this wizard have a name?
Oh, yeah.
Which would be
Oh, Lisbon.
Lisbon?
Yeah.
Okay.
She
And
talks
Lisbon's
really
been
fast.
really
Just
fast.
to let you know. Yes.
Okay. Interesting. How long has Lisbon lived here?
Well, she's been in her tower. I don't know. A month, maybe.
Where did
She's
she
real
come
nice. Oh, I don't know.
from? Never talked to
Came
her?
in. Oh yeah.
Don't know where she came from. Okay.
No, she didn't say.
Is
Real
she
nice,
a
though.
regular?
Every once in a while she'll come in. She likes to play jokes, that one, so I'd watch it if you're gonna go talk to her. They're pretty funny sometimes.
Well, what kind of jokes?
And she goes, "Oh well, you see, she convinced a local drunk that he could never wear clothes again." It was funny. And then she turned another guy. No, it was him. But we don't really know, but we think she turned them into chickens. But they weren't really chickens. I don't know. And then she gave me quite the scare. There was a little box, and then I opened it, and then something came out and gave me quite a scare. She told me it was a delicious peanut, but no. You had to be there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah.
The inn
Yeah.
is
Upstairs.
okay.
Take any of the rooms. They're all empty right now.
Okay.
I give him the money. What was it? 4 silvers all together?
Yeah. Oh, reminds me. Let me get your food ready. Peanut. As he walks off.
Funny guy. I like that guy. I need to ask him his name when he goes. Forget that part. Always forget that part.
You got the town name. That's pretty good for you.
Yeah. So, as you guys look around, and there are plenty of places where you guys could sit down to have a meal. There are a few, tables. Very simple. This is a smaller town, so the accommodations aren't the best, but they're very homey. And after a few minutes, he does bring you back plenty of food.
What time of day is it?
Right now, you guys got since you guys were walking, but you guys did stop about a couple hours before, so I would say it's about like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. ish.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, what do you know of the? Was it the Rock? Is that what they called? What was it called?
ROK.
ROK?
Rock.
Yeah. We saw
Eagle.
the Rock. Seemed lower down than normal.
Oh yeah. I've seen them every once in a while. I wouldn't too worry. Sometimes they get a little hungry, so they come down to the low of the foothills. But yeah, they've never come down here, and we're pretty close.
Do I know if I can catch this thing?
You'll be lucky to survive if he spots you.
So no. Good to know. Good to know.
Just letting you know.
What's your name, sir?
Oh, my name? Percy.
Can you spell that
I can.
for me?
Oh, PERCY. You got strange friends there. But okay. And and your name? Your name, sir?
Well, it's excellence.
Ah, excellent. He looks over at you, Owanka.
Wonka.
Nice to meet you. And you, little one?
Yes.
This is going to take a while.
Patricia.
Do I look like that?
Yes.
Sophia.
Ah, so close.
So close.
Nice to meet you, Althea. If you need anything else, let me know.
Quick question.
Yes.
have you guys heard of the Manticore issue problem around here?
Yeah, we're the one that put it in to the system. Yeah, tower. 2 hours west from here. They're over there somewhere.
Okay.
A lot of the children like to play in that tower, but when they showed up, yeah, thought of that, huh?
How many Manticores did you guys see?
Oh, well, I think it was, well, if you could believe Joanna, but he's a drunk. She said 5, but we never saw more than 2.
Have we seen anyone else in this town, or has it just been him?
Well, the inn was like smack dab on the well, it wasn't smack dab on the eastern side, but it was a little bit closer into the town. It's towards the edge of it. You guys automatically like naturally walked there.
Okay.
But there were a couple of individuals that were walking by, and they were just like common folk, and they're all walking around. It's nothing stands out of the ordinary.
Okay.
What kind of race is this town mostly?
From what you've seen, it's a mix of human and elves that you've seen so far.
Okay.
We haven't.
And
seen-
what is the bar? What is Percy?
Percy, now that you get a closer look, he's definitely a half elf.
He's a half elf.
We haven't seen this large of a concentration of elves, have we?
A large? No, the highest one was on the in the east side of Trez, I believe it was called. I'll have to pull up my map.
the nice inn.
Yeah,
Or the-
Trez. Yeah, on the east side of Trez. That was the highest concentration of elves, aside from obviously the treetops in Bulazor.
That's what I was thinking of. Okay. Okay. I was just wondering because it's like we haven't heard much about elves here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say thank you, Elvish.
And he's gonna look at you and go, oh, and he's gonna reply back to you in Elvish as well. Don't hear that much anymore. Thank you.
I was this close to almost saying thank you in Infernal. But then I decided against it.
I mean, Althea has a few languages, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
I have 5.
Nice.
I speak
Me too.
Infernal.
You speak Infernal?
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of the ones you chose?
Yep.
Okay.
So that could be when you guys want to talk in front of me.
Pretty much.
Oh man, that's great. I didn't even think about that. Nice.
It's like our Klingon, you know.
Well, I figured him and I had been traveling for a long time.
Yeah, works.
It's probably you guys probably only speak Infernal to talk shit about me.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Right in front of me.
So yeah, as you guys eat your meal, you guys can finish it up. He did say you guys could take any of the rooms, and once you guys do take a look, you get the sense of why he was hesitant to put 2 beds together. It's the small twin bed pretty much takes the majority of the room. Doesn't have any chairs, and it does have like a small like trunk where you can put your stuff in.
Oh.
But that's about it. There's no.
I'm gonna see if I can fit into the trunk.
Why?
It'll be a. How big are you?
3.5.
It'll be a tight squeeze if you like take off all your gear.
Still got it. I gotta know if I can hide still.
So I before we like split up and everything into our rooms, I say, so who wants to go and try to talk to Lisbon?
I'm gonna do some recon first.
As in with your connections. So go and talk to her in the morning?
She's not a priority. I'd rather take care of the manticores first thing.
Right, but I was thinking a wizard may be able to help us with more knowledge about the manticores.
The wizard seems chaotic at best.
True, but it did protect the town from like a horde of goblins and crap.
Right.
So maybe a good thing to talk to her.
Possibly. Again, let me find out what I can find out first.
Okay. So we could talk more about it in the morning. Would Althea like to sleep in my room, or
I think that would be best.
okay?
Because remember, Wonka has to take off all of her armor. And she carries a lot of weapons. She needs all the room she can get.
By the way, if you guys need me to carry anything, I can.
And
With
she
this bag.
as she looks at you. Oh wait, are you showing are you showing the bag?
Yep.
Would I know on site what that is, Carlos?
Yeah, on site you would know what that is. Althea may have would have to roll for it. But bags of holding is a bag of holding. It's pretty much a staple in adventuring life. You actually, Wonka could have gotten one if she wanted to from the OA before she left, but she chose something else instead.
Mine is better.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you recognize the bag of holding. You know how it works.
Huh? Where did you get that? You didn't have this the whole time.
Wouldn't I have seen him grab that from the tomb thingy?
You would have been
when he dropped all this, when all the skulls dropped.
That's when you were like kind of busy.
Yeah, you were knocked
No,
out.
I was on the side when all the skulls dropped out.
Well,
I mean, before the heads or whatever it was.
But you were unconscious and being taken away
I just said, before the battle started, I seen all the things fall out of the bag.
Yeah, because he did tell the unseen servant to dump it out. So you saw it.
Yeah. I was like, wait, no, I saw it because I was like, wow, it never ends.
Yeah, just.
So anyways, I got this from that ritual place. Had the orbs in it. My servant put them all back. Don't know what those orbs were. But basically I can carry lots of stuff with this.
Yes, I'm aware. Yeah, you can carry some of the stuff. I have a lot of stuff.
Now, I don't know what's exactly in this, so
when are you going to find out?
Well, I would have to empty out all of its contents. And last time we took stuff out of it, like, bad things happened.
Carlos, you said she would know about this. Well, what would be a standard way of handling, a bag of holding like that? Like, get a clear space and you should empty it out. Like, that should be like one of the first things you do is see what's in there.
Okay.
Right? No, I mean, like, is that what?
If you want to. It's up to you. Like, if you want nothing to do with what's inside of it, you just leave it there. But if you want, if you don't know how much is already in there, then dumping it out. But then you don't know what's in there. Yeah.
Well,
you can dump it out.
You also can't overload it, right? Like, there is a point.
Yeah. Yeah, so, it has what is it?
500 pounds.
500 pounds.
Yeah.
Not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet.
And if you don't know what's in there, and you're just throwing things in there, not knowing.
Yeah.
And if it gets punctured, bad shit can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when are you going to check? Because you shouldn't be adding things in there until you know what's in there. You don't want to overload it.
Fine. I'll go check right now.
Do you want to go outside and do it? Just in case?
Yes. Yeah. I'll
you want me to be there too?
If you want.
I mean, you don't know.
Never know what may fall out. maybe a new axe. And I
She already has 2 battle axes on her.
yes, but not one from a bag of holding. And I slowly walk out the door.
It's like she was asking you, do you want her? She's not tempted. She's asking if you want her to be there.
He already walked out the door. He already walked out the door.
Well,
And around
Slowly.
the corner, I go, there may be a new boomerang.
Do you know
she's
how
gonna
many fucking things I have on my freaking ankle right now?
dozens.
A magical boomerang.
I'm pretty sure I can make a skirt out of my boomerang.
I think you can. So
I think I
instead,
will.
Awanka is going to actually unload her stuff in her room.
Okay.
Because no.
I'm gonna follow.
Are you gonna follow him?
Yeah.
In case you can
Curious.
get a new boomerang?
No, because the last thing that popped out, was not very pleasant.
But theoretically, it's still in there.
I go outside farther than like good 50 feet from the town.
Yeah. No, yeah. So you get to the outskirts just to keep them safe. I get it.
And reach into the back.
All right, hold on one second.
This is not good.
Just building drama.
If he comes back with alcohol, that's a problem.
He says we weren't gonna fight today, right?
I'm like,
Until someone opened up the bag of holdings.
we're not going to fight. It's only like 9 o'clock and we're almost to the tower.
What
Like,
if there's a bomb? What if there's
Dump
a
it
dead
gently.
body in there?
Dump it out gently.
You're muted.
Jeff,
yes.
get me 2 D100 rolls.
Holy crap.
Can you get advantage since I'm helping?
How?
No, he can't.
No, that's to,
I'm helping him dump the bag.
no, that's to
gently.
see. That's to see what's in the items.
Oh,
To see what the items are.
another.
I
bag of-
rolled a 78.
Nice. Okay.
And do it again?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Does he want to roll high or low?
I don't know. Does he? All right, go ahead. Do it one more time.
Oh, crap. A 92?
Nice.
A
Hopefully.
92.
We'll see.
I was gonna say.
Maybe
what
it's
if you wanted a 1?
maybe it's a percentage of how.
What was the first one? 78, right?
78 and a 92.
All right, 1 second.
What if it's the percentage to see if it'll blow up?
A copper dragon comes out and burns down the town.
An ancient
A
copper
baby
dragon.
dragon egg.
No more dragon orbs or eggs or nothing. I don't need that.
I'm sorry. If I have a dragon egg, yeah, I am totally keeping that thing.
No.
Okay. Since I rolled a 4, remember these numbers. Since I rolled a D4, go ahead and roll it another 3 D100s.
Another 3.
Yeah.
3? Holy cow.
Yeah. Because
Kitty.
I rolled a 4.
I need my cat. Where is she? She's
So-
a brat though.
Should I, consensus of my peers, should I roll all three times, you said?
Yeah, 3 more times.
Okay, should I roll all 3 at once or 1 at a time?
You will be able to tell the difference?
1 at a time.
Yeah, 1 at a time. It's easier on me.
This cat has slept in my room for the last month.
A 3.
Oh my god.
A 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
One
was
second.
a 00 and a 3. So, yeah. Not good.
Okay.
Maybe.
A 92. Ooh, another 92.
Jesus.
Actually.
Okay.
One more. Oh, I got to roll. Sorry. A 40.
Okay.
You ruined all your extremes.
Can you?
And a what? A 40?
Yes.
Okay. So as you reach in and you pull, the contents spill forth, and these Nerf football-sized things that you only saw at a distance come tumbling out. 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
fuck.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 of them just come tumbling out.
And they explode.
And as they hit the floor, you just, what the fuck is that? What? Before you get a chance to try to figure out what that is, 2 hollow metal tubes about a foot long fall out. 2 of them. Boom, boom, bong, make these weird bong, 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 bong kind of things that kind of tumble out. And 2 vials of potions also come out. Clink, 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 clink. One is very familiar with that has a deep red with a little bit of a swirl in it, and you recognize as a potion of some sort. And the other one, let's see what it looks like. I see. It's only about half filled. But when you shake it, the liquid stays about, the same way. But there seems to be some sort of cloud wherever the liquid isn't. And the line between the liquid and the gas is not very set, and it kind of wavers and shimmers in between. And it kind of combines. And it kind of combines. And obviously you look over the potions and you're like, oh, that's most of the time these are useful. The 2 long metal tubes, you're just like, I'm not sure what these are yet. But then you start looking at this mound of these leathery football-sized things right in front of you. You see what looks to be tiny holes in some of them that kind of come out. And as you take a closer look, you realize that these look like dried husks, dried heart husks. And there's 20 of them, and it doesn't take much to piece together that these are probably the hearts of those 20 beings that you fought in that sacrificial tomb-like place, and their hearts were placed into this bag holding.
Let's sell it to your lady.
What was that?
I said, let's sell it to your lady.
You're not there.
I know. This is Karina.
Karina's not there. Karina don't know.
Karina totally knows.
Yeah, Althea, you see that too. These 2 like metal tubes that came out. The pile of these dried out hearts, and then there's 2 vials of potions.
I'm going to take one of my arrows and kind of poke it.
Poke what? The heart?
Just kind of move it around.
Yeah, you can move around, and it's very much nothing happens. Kind of like one tumbles off.
I'm not helping you pick those up. That's gross.
Nope. I go and pick it up and I put it with the rest.
Yeah. So and then you move it, and
Then I put my hand on her shoulder.
So yeah, you're able to scoop them back in. Not much of a problem. Just you get quickly past the whole macabre feeling of picking up parts that are dried out.
Shouldn't we bury the hearts?
Actually, I was thinking about my sacred flame and burning them.
And
You-
burying it.
the sacred flame catch things on fire? If not, I'll allow it since it's just really for flavor.
It's flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. Can I use it?
Yeah, you're not trying to get any kind of mechanical event. You're just trying to get rid of it, right?
Correct.
Yeah, if you're not going to use this in Fireball or Firebolt will do it. Because I think we had that question before.
Right, but this is
A cantrip.
I know that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you cast Sacred Flame and you bring it down. What's the roll damage on it?
Okay.
Are you gonna use a cantrip, right? It's 1d8.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
No, it levels up with you, right?
It's 2d8.
There you go.
Oh yeah, 5th level. There it is.
Yeah, and I got a 10 altogether.
10 altogether. It doesn't like the mound erupts into flames, and it does take a couple of them, and they start shriveling up, and you hear like a little bit of a pop as some of them just kind of like the air or whatever that's in there just kind of superheats and inflames. But it doesn't get rid of it completely. You get the feeling that a couple more cantrips like this will do it.
I'm digging a hole.
And Althea's over here just digging a little bit of a hole, and after a couple more of the sacred flames, you're able to get it down into a manageable size of ashes that's left over. You think, that's probably the best, most effective use of this spell is what's going to come out.
Okay.
And then you're just going to bury it, Althea?
Can I? I'm gonna scoop a little bit up into a vial.
A what? A vial?
A little
Bye.
Vial. Yes.
Vial? Vial. Yeah, and you'll have it on.
Vial.
Yeah, you'll have it on. For now, you haven't used them much, so you'll be able to scoop some in and just kind of.
And you know,
Yeah,
Wonka has some too.
Yeah. So just put right down a vial of ash heart ash. Mhm. And then you're able to scoop up the rest and put it into the hole if you wanted to.
Yeah, we're gonna scoop the rest into a hole and
Can-
bury it.
Hmm?
Grow
Can
some
I-
flowers around it.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Can I investigate the metal tubes and try to determine what they are?
Okay. So as you're so what are you gonna be doing exactly?
I just want to see what they're like. How big are they? Are they like huge or
A foot long, and they're about a foot long, so about yay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then as you pick them up, you just and they're about a pound, so they have a little bit of heft to them. Okay.
Let's keep the gesture up as long as we can. It's good.
I like that we both started doing it at the same time. High five, buddy. High five. That's what's up. Bam. Okay, so they're about a foot long, and what are you gonna be doing? It's down here. Well, no, I'd be up here. Huh?
I have an idea of what they may be.
But this is in character, though. In character. Let's not meta this.
Well, do I see any like inscriptions on it?
No, there's no inscriptions on them.
Do I sense magic coming from them?
Give me an Arcana check.
10.
Yeah, you're able to sense, like, given the context, you're like, there's something faintly magical about them. And yeah. It's about, you get a sense that there's something magical about these tubes.
All right. I just. I was like, I look at Althea and I say, is Althea there?
Yeah.
Okay. I say, do you have, can you identify things?
What do you mean?
Like, can you identify like magical things? Like, you got a spell that can do that?
Let me see. Hang on. Let me see if my bow is in here. Whatever you guys fucking call it. Vial. Okay, it is. My spells. Identify magic or detect magic?
Identify. I think you're asking.
Identify.
I don't think she'd have it. I don't think she has access to it.
Dang it.
I had detect magic, but not identify.
All right. I'm just going to put these back in the bag.
Mhm.
No, I'm not. I'm going to hook them on my belt or put them in my pocket,
Okay.
whichever one's possible.
Yeah, sure. Like you can tuck it into your belt or something, and they're there.
And I pick up the 2 potions. Do I know what these are?
You recognize the red one as a healing,
Yep.
Healing type of potion, but it's stronger. It seems like it's more. The red is more deeper. The swirls of magic that's in there, like the little swirls of I would say glitter that come up
Okay.
through it, are more sparkly. So this is not your average healing potion. In fact,
That's some good quality stuff because mine don't look like that.
yeah, you would have some background. Give me a medicine check. Excellence. Yeah.
Can I help since I studied that?
Since you have the alchemy kit, I would say given maybe a few setting it up and actually working on this and actually doing a couple of tests, you'd be able to figure out what it is. So we'll say, I mean, we could say that you could do that, no problem, and figure it out. Especially this one right here, since it's a basic healing potion.
Perfect.
So yeah, if you want to identify both of them and set it up in your room, that could be an option.
Okay. I can run tests on those.
Really?
Yes.
Sweet. I put them in my other pocket. All right. Well, it's empty.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, you took everything out. You didn't put anything in. Yeah.
So I turned the bag the correct
Yeah.
way.
Get it back in. Cinch it. You're good to go.
All right. Well, let's go back. Maybe Wonka will know what these rods are. I'm gonna go back into the.
Yeah. So yeah.
What time is it?
It probably took you a little bit to do all this, and I'm within 45 minutes. So now it's like 8 p.m.
Wonka would have been putting in her report during this time. No, she wanted to ask. She wanted to ask about that wizard. And she's gonna, she's gonna say like, this is what she knows. This is where she's at. All this stuff, and she's going to ask for a quick turnaround on this one because we may have to approach this person for the next day. She is not gonna say because she knows she's not supposed to. What?
For the merc work, yeah.
I'm not gonna say that.
You could there's a there's a possibility you could lie and say, hey, I'm following up on a lead, and it just didn't fizzle out. But too many of those was gonna cause a problem. It'll be like a little bit of a red flag.
It's fair. Okay.
But you're gonna get back and he's gonna talk back. Get back to you. A wizard.
Mm-hmm. And then describe that this wizard was able to fend off part of the wave by her. It was a female, right? They said.
Yeah.
By herself.
Elizabeth.
No, it was Lisbon.
This Lisbon, yeah. He's gonna look over and he's like, "This is my resources are stretched thin currently. Need a quick turnaround. We'll work on it. I'm assuming you're gonna see them in the morning."
That was the plan, if possible.
Okay.
If not, I'd rather not go in unprepared. So if you don't have anything by the morning, then I'm going to continue on.
We'll copy that. Lisbon. Did you get a race where they were from?
No,
Or
they
from
didn't know
one-
where she was from. And then we didn't get a race, or we didn't get any kind of description of what this person looked
Mhm.
like. Yeah.
No, you just got female.
No,
Okay, he's
just
like-
female.
Okay. Doesn't narrow it down much, but we'll cross.
If I find out anything, I'll check in again.
Copy that. Happy hunting.
Thank you.
You guys last.
Mhm.
So unless you guys want to do anything else,
It's about 8.
yeah,
Do I notice that the town's already settling down?
yeah. It's a sleepy small town, so everyone's quiet. The shops, if there are any, have long been closed. Pretty much, it's like once the sun goes down, town stops. This isn't a fire-stoked tavern. There's no tight ragers going on. And you get the sense of nature coming in, especially since they have a tree shield to the north of town, and it's a nice little quiet town. Wouldn't be
Say
that great
that-
here.
Faith and I are going to enjoy the night outside for a little bit.
Okay.
I'll leave the vials in the room for you.
I'm going to need a little bit more of a space for my set.
Would you like to take the vials with you?
No, keep them now, but we'll have to find a bigger area for the testing.
We may need them in the next upcoming battle.
If you can find a bigger space than our tiny room, then fine. Okay, fine. Give it to me. I'll work on it.
No, I'll leave it in the room for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so fade
And
off there.
And I go and I buy another room for us.
So you get your own room, okay? And he goes, "Oh yeah, don't worry, just take another room. It's fine. You guys are interesting."
Sweet. And then I go and knock on Wonka's door.
Just waiting for it to be.
I'm sorry. When have you ever seen her open the door that would require that kind of reaction?
No.
Well, I know you were doing your thing, and I don't know how you would react if I interrupted.
She'll probably, well, I was gonna say she'll probably just call enter, but I think the room is too small to not be at the door, so she'll come and get you.
It's literally 2 steps. Thump, thump.
Is the room so small the doors have to open outwards and not inwards because they hit the bed?
When the bed is to the left of the door, so it still opens inwards, but it's
Like, I'm imagining some claustrophobia with that. Like, I don't
a
know.
little bit. If you're used to being in the open plains and whatnot, like it's like the ceiling is not even 7 feet, so
Oh my
a
God.
larger one is tiny.
You'll
almost-
probably
yeah.
see like things kind of knocked about a little bit. Like she's just like suddenly like there's not enough room. So she'll be grumbly when she gets the door.
Sorry to bother you. Okay, those little round Nerf like football
Just get with yes, I know.
orb things.
Uh-huh.
Those were hearts.
Okay.
We used Sacred Flame on them, burned them down to an ash, and then buried it. I figured, the radiance magic sort of helped during when we were fighting them, so this would probably cleanse it a little bit.
Okay.
And then I got like 2 vials. Althea's going to try to figure out what they are. And I got these, and I stored the 2 rods.
How long are the rods again?
A foot.
Foot long.
Mm.
Now I'm getting like a little sense of magic coming from them, but I don't know what they are. Do you have any idea?
Could I see anything special about them at a glance, just like when he shows me?
Not from anything else I've already shown you.
Okay. She'll grab one and just take a look at it. He says magic, so she's gonna look for magic.
Arcana check, yeah.
17.
Yeah, they're definitely magical in nature. But to figure out what it does exactly, because I don't, give me an intelligence check real quick. See if you've come across these in your time.
15.
Natural one. All right, you know exactly what these fucking things are. You know it would make sense.
Oh my god.
They're
Not
what?
what I was expecting.
You know exactly what these are because these, once struck, they emit a low, a monotone tone, and then when pointed at a door, it unlocks it. So you would know exactly what these are.
She'll
Because,
take
you
the
know,
other
breaching
one
clear.
from you, go and clock the door behind her, and you'll hear the click. She'll.
You also know it has limited uses.
Oh, then
After
she
10
wouldn't.
uses, it breaks. Yeah.
She wouldn't do
Yeah.
it then. She wouldn't.
That's why I said. That's why I said it. Yeah.
Okay.
So after 10 times, they break. So it doesn't open up magical locks, but it does one lock or latch on the object opens unless the sound can't reach the object and has a range of 120 feet. So it's their chime of openings. So you got 2 of them.
Any way to tell how many uses are left?
So as use an action, point it, and it'll open it up.
Yes.
With-
Any way to find out how
10.
many uses are
That's
left
10.
on it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're fresh. They're fresh.
Okay.
They're fresh. I'm not gonna give you guys. Well, I'm not that much of a dick. I could roll d10s, but I'm not gonna do that.
So she'll look at it and she's like, you can change your mind right now if you want to.
Change my mind. No, that definitely want to keep them.
Yes, I know, but no, I meant if he wanted to leave them as fresh or partially used. So while he decides what he wants to do, she's going to say like, "Oh, I haven't seen these in a while. You can open doors with them. You clink them together, and she'll just show you without actually clinking them, and then you put them against the door. But they have a limited amount of uses. If they were new.
Well, yeah. Well, each one you don't.
What?
You don't have to clink them together. Each one is its own thing. So you just kind of like hit it against your knee or whatever to get it to chime.
Oh, so it's
and then
10 each?
Point. Yeah, 10 each.
Oh, neat. I thought it was a yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
10 each.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why when you say clink them together, like, well, no, you can clink them against.
For the record,
As an
I was
action,
way
yeah.
off on what I thought they were.
What'd you think they were?
It's like the movable rods.
Oh, the
or
movable
whatever.
rods. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. It's like, huh. Then she'll just hand it back to you.
Sweet.
Anything else?
Thank you. No, that's it. Have a good night. And I walk away.
There was a very like at first it was like and then a very strong eye roll.
So out there, are you trying to?
And then like if you I'm gonna pretend you have the room next door and you can hear she's just there's not enough room.
And I'm like 2 rooms over though.
Yeah.
But
So
I do leave a lovely note for Althea when she gets back. In Inferno,
Yeah.
saying that I'm 1 room over. I got an extra room, so she has 1 room to
Okay.
do her magic,
Sweet.
so to speak.
Yeah. Out there, are you? Where you're just taking in the sights outside, just giving a stroll or what?
Enjoying nature.
Yeah. So you.
Trying to figure out shit.
Literally.
Right.
Please don't get eaten by the rock.
You guys left that thing
Daisy
hours
with
ago.
me.
Okay. Give me a religion check,
Who?
Althea.
$11. Me and 11s, I swear.
Okay. So Althea, you take a quick stroll through through the woods up north, and they're lovely. They're not giant trees, oak trees, but they're steady and they're hardy. They are at a bit of an angle since they have been buffeted by the winds their entire life. But they're full, they're hardy, and it's nice. Give me a perception check.
10. That's with a +6.
Holy cow!
Give me one for Faitha too.
Faitha. 7. You know what? Hold up. I gotta roll this shit. Let me see. This is bullshit. I'm not liking the algorithm. Wow. I rolled the same shit for Faitha. But I rolled a 13 on for me.
We're gonna take the original rolls though. It's a very nice evening. You don't want to get too northern on the north end of this windbreak tree little grove that they got going on, because then the winds start picking up and hitting you some more. So you kind of want to avoid that area. But overall, it's a nice little enjoyable time you spend for a couple hours. I'm assuming you're gonna head back and check in on the potions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do find the note that Excellence did leave for you, and you get to work. The healing potion is very easy to figure out. In fact, you don't even really need to put it through your gamut of tools. You're just gonna pop the cork over, get a sniff, take a little bit of a taste, and you figure out it's a potion of superior healing. Like the other one, it's, since it's not a healing potion per se, you need to do, give me a check. It will be, no, it's not in this one. So you're proficient in your kit, right? Your alchemy kit?
We were working on that.
Oh, you're not proficient in it, but you have it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I've been doing it for 2 months straight now. I don't know when I become proficient. It's whenever you tell me, right?
Well, you need to have someone teach you this. You to have you figure it out by yourself, it's going to take so long that you might as well just pay someone to do it.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Well, you know, that's what the money comes in. Herbalism kit, there it is. All right, give me a medicine check with disadvantage. God damn it. Got a neighbor 2 houses down setting off fucking fireworks every fucking day for some fucking reason. It's pissing me the fuck off. I know, come here, Chloe. It's okay. It's okay. What'd you roll?
An 18 and a 1.
Oh no. So as you're running through your set, as soon as you pop it, some of the gas kind of escapes a little bit out of the vial, and you go, okay, that's weird. There's still liquid in there, it's fine. And then you run it through the gamut, and at the end of it, you realize, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Now the potion is only about half of what it was originally, like it evaporated a lot of it, and you get a sense that if anyone were to try to do it, still works. You're like, yeah, no, if someone takes it, it'll still do its intended thing, but there's not enough left to actually try to identify it. Interesting. Yeah, you get
This is the last time I give you anything.
So you get the sense that no one else is going to be able to identify it unless you have someone that knows exactly what this is. so no one's able to try to, backwards engineer this. You're gonna need to like have a master alchemist kind of identify it at best bets. I know, Chloe, they're dicks. Okay. But yeah, you got a potion of superior healing.
Before I go to bed, I like to say prayer to my girl.
Mm-hmm. Where my dice?
Just assume that I'm going to do this every time I go to bed.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is just gonna be a nightly thing.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be rolling those in for you to see what she's gonna be doing.
Okay.
So I'll plan ahead how many nights you guys are gonna do, and then I'll roll for you to see what's gonna happen. So yeah, you guys, unless you guys want to do anything else, night does take you. You guys all manage to get some sleep in the cramped quarters of the Treehouse Inn.
I'm quite cozy.
She's in the trunk, just.
I've slept in worse areas.
Yeah. Morning does come. Each of you
I
guys
have
come
two.
to conscious.
Sleep outside, sleep on the ground and everything. I have room though.
Yeah. I meant like I slept like probably in a sewer at one point.
Wouldn't be out of
Be
the
like-
ordinary.
Sleeping in
Yeah.
a coffin.
You guys wake up whenever you guys want to wake up. Breakfast is provided. Percy is there. There isn't a kid there playing with his dog. I imagine he's somewhere off, just doing about. There is what appears to be a human woman. Later years, she does seem to be cleaning up the area. Fireplace isn't lit, but it's still a nice, cozy environment. So as you guys sit down, Percy calls out, "Oh yeah, breakfast." Okay.
Yes.
And he brings out the food for you, lays it down. I hope you slept well.
Most definitely.
Oh, fantastic. What were you doing last night out in the field?
Just look at the stars, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, if you wanted
I
that,
like I like to pick flowers during the night, you know.
Oh, well, that's a good hobby. Yeah. Not many flowers around here, though. But,
I discovered that.
yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay. Kind of just walks off.
This guy's something else.
So around this time, Wonka would get a report.
Oh yeah.
They, without more information, just based on a wizard named Lisbon, a wizard could get a different name. You know that,
Yeah.
especially going to a small town.
Mhm.
Let's aside with for more information, especially on where they trained, if they're officially trained.
Yeah.
There's not much to go on here. You know.
It's fair. Okay. She'll share that information. It's like we could not find really much of anything without getting more information. So
Okay.
I don't really want to approach someone I don't know, especially asking for help.
All right. I'm going to trust your judgment on this one.
Might be a risk we don't need to add. Manticores are no joke.
Well, no, they are not. That's why I wanted to try to get more information. But if you don't want to, it's totally cool.
Mhm.
What about the whole part of her like protecting the village of the goblins and stuff? Would it be good to have an ally in the upcoming battle against Luger?
Maybe. Just at this moment, we have one task that we're trying to accomplish. After that, then we can find out more.
Okay.
Kitty.
Kitty.
Is
You
that
birthed
breakfast?
that?
Yeah. That was a loud meow.
Okay, so you guys are gonna head off to the tower.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
The manticores just.
All right. Let's ride.
Let's ride. Oh yeah, I forgot to move this over. Sorry, you guys are all right.
Oh, everyone pick their spells that they're gonna use.
Hang on.
I turn to Althea as we're walking, and I'm like, "So, did you find anything about those potions?"
Yeah.
So this red one is healing is superior healing.
Cool.
Stop that.
8d4 plus 4. It's fucking awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
This one
Uh-huh.
is evil. I could not crack it,
What?
and only a master may be able to figure it out, but there's no guarantees.
What happened to it? It's like half empty.
It puffed in my face, and you're lucky I don't throw it at you. Could have died. What do you
That's-
think you're having to know, figure out bullshit potions
You
like that?
said you could figure it out.
No.
Well, you're lucky I figured out the superior healing. Be happy. Now, if you don't mind, I need to go work on my spells. I'm gonna walk away and face out. You're just a fight tree.
Because
Yeah.
you're the one that's been wronged.
So unfair.
So after you guys get your spells together, you guys do head west. The winds aren't as tumultuous as before, but when you guys do look north, you see these dark, menacing clouds on the horizon. You get the sense that a storm may or may not be coming.
There's a storm coming.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe.
Stop it.
Yeah. So as you guys are heading west, the tower does come into view. It's still about a mile away, and you do spot, all of you spot, these wings that come up the top of it, kind of unfurl and then just kind of come back down. This is a tower you guys came to clear out.
I'm gonna be picking up little pebbles as we go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming it's for like a spell that you have.
Maybe.
Just as long as you make sure, like, thank you for letting me know. That way I know whenever I don't ask, like, wait, when did you get this or when did you do that? It's good to say that, all right? So you guys all made your preparations. The tower is about a mile away.
We walk.
Let's go.
So you guys just gonna walk in?
Well, I want to see if I can find any from afar. What I would like to do is I'd like to see some. I'd like to see it from afar and try to observe it for a bit and try to get a feel of what it is that we're actually going up against. I like to see them interact with each other and see maybe how they hunt, how they dive, things like that.
Okay. So you're gonna look. Let's see. What do I got? What I got working with? Okay. Natural one. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. Give me a perception check real quick.
Do I have to be the natural one?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
The manticores. It's time.
Oh, fuck my life.
You said perception?
Yeah.
Okay. 23.
So as you look about, you do see that same manticore on the top of the tower, which it's about 30 feet tall.
Mhm.
Kind of do a little a fly and then a swoop and then a down and then it lands on the ground and then it kind of like shuffles amongst a couple of trees that were in there and then it takes off again and these giant wings just right back up and it goes back to the top of the tower and then you see another set of wings. So you see 2 sets of wings that are up on the top of the tower.
Mhm.
Minimum of 2.
Okay. Now, she wants to take.
As you saw it with the 23, you did notice that it's a lot faster in the air than on the ground.
Okay, that's good to know. She's also looking for how fast it does get airborne. How fast it gets airborne. Let me think. What else is there? How I want to say dexterous it is in the air. Like, does it need to have like? Can it take sharp turns? Does it need to go a wide berth?
Just from the natural movement that it was doing, it's pretty nimble in the air. It's pretty
nimble.
fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, she's gonna be pointing all this out to her party.
Okay, so you guys are hunkered down, and you guys are watching this
and watch. Yeah, waiting to see
tactics.
because there's potential more of them. So I kind of want to bide some more time. What time is it at this point?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
You guys walked out a couple miles or a couple hours beyond it. So yeah,
I'd
10
like to
a.m.
wait a little bit of time, like at least a half an hour, watching them to see what we can learn, to see if there's more of them. Is the nest seems to be in the tower?
I never said anything about a nest.
I'm assuming it's a nest if that's where they keep,
Nothing.
like, if that seems to be their point.
Yeah. Yeah. No. They. If you guys wait up a half an hour, you get a feeling that they made their way. They made their home here for whatever reason.
Okay.
If we're waiting, like, do we see like more than one or
Yeah,
Or
you saw
two.
the 2. Yeah, you saw the 2.
just the 2 and that's it?
Yeah. After about half an hour, you only see the 2. Yeah.
Okay. We need to try to get it on the ground. That would be ideal, but it seems incredibly unlikely.
Well, my big thing is if it's tower, they don't have like how big is this tower? Like
It's about like I said, it's about 30 feet tall, about 20 feet radius. So it's yeah, it's a pretty big tower, enough to hold those 2 manticores easily. Enough to hold maybe whatever force was garrisoned there in times to hold this place and be a little bit of a watchtower essentially.
Yeah.
So think of like the size of a lighthouse, a little bit bigger than a lighthouse.
What's the terrain like here?
but my question is like how well do they fly in such a small area?
Well, yeah.
Like
the fact that, from what you see, you know, of course, you're gonna know it's hollow. You don't know if they go on the inside or not.
We haven't seen them.
But like
go inside.
the wingspread is huge, but it can walk and has claws, and you know this, so it might be able to just crawl on the inside and might be able to fly up. You really don't know too much of it.
okay, so go ahead.
While all of
Okay.
this is happening, I am taking. How long does this fucking take to cast? It doesn't say. I am summoning a faith spirit. Just saying.
Summon Face Spirit. 5/8. Oh, the one where you used to summon the tigers before, right?
Nope, this is a totally different one.
Is this Unearthed Arcana?
Is it UA? No, it's
UA.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
I don't know what that means though.
It means it's not published on the source material.
They're play testing it.
Yeah, so you'd have to run it by me before you use it.
Oh. Okay.
So let's say no, and besides, you need a gilded flower worth at least 300 gold pieces in the components.
That's a big
I
one.
have 300 gold pieces.
Huh?
I have 300 gold pieces.
No, but you need a gilded flower worth 300 gold pieces.
It's an actual. You need to have an actual item to
Yeah,
make
so you
to do the spell.
Yeah, to do that spell, you need to take time, if I even allow it. I'll need to read over it. So you could swap that out and get a different spell if you want. I'll look over it after. Anyways, yeah, okay. What were you gonna say? Excellence.
How far away from we? How far away are we from the tower?
Yeah, I stopped you guys at a state what I assumed you guys would think it was to be a good distance, like a mile and a half.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put you right there, unless you guys want to get closer or stay further away. It's up to you. This is where you guys tell me what you guys want to do.
Heck no.
Around the tower, is it just like an open field, or is it?
I mean, there's some rock outcroppings. There's some trees, but you'll be hard pressed to try to sneak up. If there was going to be like a grove leading up to it, they would have chopped it down. I mean, it is a watchtower after wall, so whoever you manned this before made sure that it couldn't really be snuck up on, much to your detriment right now. I mean, you could always try, but it's going to be tough.
What's the
Okay.
terrain like here?
Short grass, a little bit rocky since you guys are so north. The short grass is maybe up to your ankles at most places. There's really no tall grass.
Not a lot of trees.
No, it's very sparse.
Shit.
Okay, how about this? How about we hug the mountain wall that it's up against, right?
It's
up
no,
against-
no. It's not up against the mountain. The mountains are to the north, miles away. That's why the rock wasn't really that much of a danger. You guys are 50 miles away from it.
Okay.
I mean, I know it looks like it. I know that's what it looks like on the map.
No, I thought you said that it was against a wall, so it's not easily approached from
No,
all
the-
sides or something like that.
It's cleared out.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are still miles away. You guys are still miles away from the actual foothills when the mountains start going up.
Okay. I know we only see two of these things. However, I'm going with the drunk on this one. There's probably like 5 of these motherfuckers.
If only we can see what's inside the tower. I mean, that must be empty, right? It's just a staircase going up.
How tall is the grass again?
Ankle. Maybe at some places it goes up to your calf, but nothing crazy.
I'm like, would Frederick be able to get to the tower?
You try.
You haven't said
Frederick?
anything out loud.
I got a
Yes.
tough mission for you.
That's what I'm here for.
Now you may be killed in this again.
Oh my god. The worst.
It'll be an honor. Then he gets his little wee hand and just
Oh,
that same fucking salute that you gave Wonka. He gives it back to you.
All right. We need to see what's inside that tower. And now there's manticores.
What?
No,
Is he,
I mean, yes.
is he talking out loud?
we know there's 2.
Telepathy.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm talking.
Oh, you're talking out loud. Okay.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
see him with his little weasel, just
Okay. While he's doing that, can I look around to see? Do I see any wildlife around here? Do I see any little wildlife around here?
Give me a perception check.
Yes.
I am
20.
viewing 3 stones.
20. Not really. For some reason the wildlife here is
She's gonna
Keep
point
it
that
quiet.
out. She's gonna point that out to
Yeah.
Excellence.
I'll say you're imbuing 3 stones with what?
Magic.
Okay, what spell are you using?
Imbue pebbles.
Imbue pebbles? Is that the
I mean, magic stone. Magic stone. Cantrip.
magic?
Yeah. It's just you can
Ivy?
just throw the rock. It just turns it into a magical attack.
Oh, gives it a range. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, cool. Yeah, there would be plenty of stones for you to find. Turns it into a 1d6 plus. Oh,
You only get 3
holy
per
shit, those are
cantrip.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many you allow me to grab as we journey there, but
Oh, for this spell, yeah, you'll be able to find them, like no problem. Just kind of like oh shit.
well, I'm gonna imbue just 3 and keep them with me
Mm-hmm.
in my pocket.
Okay, so the duration is a minute. So I'll just say that if the minute passes, you just kind of clink them over again, and you just tap.
Yeah.
It. So you're on the ready. I got you. Let's go.
All right. Well,
So
Wonka.
Wonka's pointing out to you that there's no wildlife here. So, because I was thinking maybe the small wildlife, and she's gesturing to Frederick, might be too small for them, but I'm guessing that's not the case. If he was something smaller.
I can make him smaller, although it would take him a long time to get to the tower.
Just throwing some more information out. Huh.
All right, Dan.
Yep.
How long would it take a spider to get to the tower?
Fucking all day, man.
Just checking. Just
Yeah,
checking.
it's a spider. If it makes it there, it'll be a while.
Definitely not a cat.
Got it. I turn to Althea. Could you conjure a bird?
I look
Just
up.
a small bird, like
I look
like
up.
a
Do I see other birds?
Perception check. With the
like
20,
a sparrow.
yeah, we'll just use the same one, and it's you see one, maybe two, but you're just like it should be a little bit more.
It's like, there's no birds really either.
It's almost like something large is hunting this area.
I get that, but if you want something smaller over there, it needs to get over there. I can't send Frederick as the little ferret. If I can make him into a spider, but if the spider is on top of the bird could get close enough to try to get close enough to the tower, and he
So the
could jump
bird
off,
can get eaten. It's
parachute
good.
down
Would
with
a
a web.
snake be able to get up there?
And eventually,
You can do a snake too.
What about a
Yeah.
giant lizard?
a giant lizard. I mean, they're all eventually can make it over there.
I have a giant bat. A
The-
giant owl.
The thing is, I don't need big. I need small and fast.
Okay,
Which would be the
small-
weasel.
Sure. I have bats, eagles,
have the best
beetles,
Available. I just
hawks.
think it's not a good option. It's the best you can do.
All right.
A flying snake.
What kind of
Problem.
creepy thing is that?
It's cool.
Snakes are evil on their own, and now you have flying snakes? That is disgusting.
That in character.
I say that in character, totally. All right. Forget about this. Frederick, it's all on you.
Yeah, after he heard this whole
Help your
thing.
way up to that tower and tell me what's inside.
Consider it done. I need you to make a stealth check for him, because I'm assuming you're trying to be stealthy, right?
I said stealth, yes.
Okay.
Hell yes.
Come on, Frederick. You could do this.
Can he?
Weasel. Stealth. Ooh, +5 for stealth.
Nice.
20. $16.
Nice. I rolled a 2.
Oh, thank God.
But I have advantage. I'm kidding. No,
Well, the thing is, once he gets in there and sees what's in there, he has to come back.
yeah, he does. You okay,
That's-
Brianna?
Less important. You okay?
Yeah, I'm getting a migraine.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
no yelling, Carlos. Stop it.
Okay, well,
Just be chill.
um,
Try it. I know it's weird for you.
yeah. Yeah. So he goes, and it takes him a while. About 40 minutes come by, pass, No. Nothing. About an hour. Huh?
But I would know if he died, right?
Not at that range. It would be telepathy. Let's see. I think there's
No,
certain
no.
ranges.
But I thought last time he disappeared off the map, like I had a feeling that he
Oh, that's right. Let's see.
He poofed.
He poofed.
Carlos liked to poof a lot of our familiars. That's why I was like, not the bird. Please, not the bird. I'm tired of seeing the bird go poof. It's very sad. I lost a
You
lot
guys
of
never
rating.
really, well, when the 10 gold pieces weren't mentioned to me, you guys just spammed the shit out of them.
You can't act like I did that to you. I had nothing to do with that.
Hey, I'm just saying.
That was my first game.
Yeah.
I did not know any better. It was so long ago. God, how long ago was that?
2 years. From the 100 feet can communicate. Okay, yeah. I thought there was a longer one. Oh well. Yeah, you would get a sense that it would be gone. But yeah, after you don't get that little disconnect that you have on him.
and I'm just like, he's still alive.
He's still doing it. So after about an hour, he just kind of comes back.
Frederick!
Excellent. I mean, sir, because he's a fucking military man. And he kind of crawls up to you, and he gives the layout. There are stairs on the interior. Some of them are. Actually, give me a perception check from him. See what he sees.
Oh,
and how deep he would. Oh, actually, no, because at this point it's me. I'm doing this. He's still far away. One second. All right. Fine. He knows he wants to complete the mission.
he has a perception +3.
Got it. All right. Does he have? He doesn't have advantage if it's smell, huh? Because he's a weasel.
It's the weasel has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. So he does make his way back, and he does explain the situation. He explains the layout of the tower. It's open on the inside, but it's been a while since anyone has used it. There are stairs on the outside. Some of them look like they're crumbling out of order and in disuse and needing to be repaired. But what he was able to hear is he went up the stairs for a little bit, but didn't want to break into the rooftop of it because that's where two heavy, large beasts were up there, kind of just walking around doing their thing. He didn't want to take the chance of not completing the mission. So once he figured out that he only heard two of them, he ran back.
Okay.
So only 2.
So I explain everything that you explained to me to the group.
Yeah.
Only 2. Okay.
All right.
And at this point, how long have we been here?
Probably a good hour and a half, almost
Okay.
2.
We've been watching the whole time, and we haven't seen any more come around.
So it's like 1 o'clock then?
Yeah, it's around that time. Yeah.
And Carlos, have they been leaving, coming back, or have they mostly settled?
They mostly settle down. Every once in a while, they'll come out and do a little bit of a flyby, just to like walk around, stretch their wings, and do that sort of thing. But they haven't really gone for a long range patrol.
And that's what it would look like. It was like patrol.
Well, they go out and hunt, or not a patrol, but a hunt kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't done that yet, that you saw.
That might be it, right?
I turn to Frederick.
She'll make this comment. She'll say that this might be a tactic. We probably want to separate them, and when they go out to hunt, we could lure them further away from the other. Carlos, have we heard them make any noise yet?
Not this far out, you were not going to be able to hear them.
Okay.
All right.
That might be a way, but I just don't know if they would call out to the other.
I will be the bait.
There's many.
I
other
turn to
ways.
Frederick and I say, "Good job, Frederick.
Okay.
I want you to stay safe. So
No.
if you could hide."
No.
Freddy's like, yes, sir. And he just kind of like goes up into like a little tree shrub that he found.
You don't need to be bait. There are so many other methods before having one of us be bait. If you would like to ask Frederick, that is an option. Althea, if you would like to summon a creature, that is another option. There's multiple options.
I think Frederick did enough on this one.
Okay. What do you think, Althea?
Well, I will be conjuring some shit.
Okay.
And when I said that I would be the bait, I didn't mean myself directly. I mean, sort of. I was going to use mirror self on myself and stealth as close as I can. And while I hide behind a tree, my other 3 would be in front of the tree.
That is a method, yet they would be right on top of you.
Did you say you want to use that duplicate
It's a
on you and you try to
mirror
use
image.
a mirror image?
Yeah.
And Althea,
Let me
if
look
you
that up.
can figure out which creature might be large enough for them to see, but quick. It can get away. It could something that can maneuver in a way that would force the manticore to follow it deeper or further away from the
How
other.
about a giant board?
Let's not go giant. Giant will not be that fast. Even a regular boar, they can be nasty.
Hey Jeff, you know that for mirror image wouldn't really work that way. They'd be within your space. So it'd be within your 5-foot cube.
Yeah, that's why
Square.
like you don't have any space on that one. They would be
Yeah.
attacking you.
Yeah.
You just have more chances to not get hit.
Yeah, out of character. You know that mirror image you wouldn't be able to be like, hey, one image is over here on this square and then
Yeah.
the other image on this square. That's more of an invoke duplicity kind of thing.
Well, and Awanka has seen him use it, and she said that that's probably not the best method because you are right there, and that's kind of against the whole point.
Yeah.
We want to play this as safely as we can, and if we can do it, we should.
What about a draft horse?
I don't know. Well, okay, so you said not a lot of trees out here, right?
No, there's a couple, yeah, a few, but no,
Giant
there's-
centipede?
That might work, but I don't know. Are they?
Oh, I could just do a normal boar. That's fine. Giant crab.
It would be a terrible idea out here.
Well,
I have
hold
a
on.
poisonous snake.
I don't know.
What if we use the giant crab?
You're thinking?
It has pinchers.
Mm.
Yeah, it has shells to protect itself. I mean, even like a turtle. Do you have a turtle?
You want something quick.
I'm
Or
a
do you want
spider.
something that will
Scorpion.
keep its attention and take its beating for a little bit?
That is a method for sure.
Because as quick as it is, the manticore may be quicker. I mean, from what we've seen, that thing moves fairly quick in the air.
In the air. That's why we want to keep it on the ground. That's why
Right.
method of
But
like a
I
shell
don't
would
think
be
it's
good.
going to land and try chasing after it on all fours.
How can we force it to do
Will attack from above.
that? How can we force it into that though? That's what we want. That would be our best bet.
An elk?
I don't think it's dexterous enough. But your idea of the hard shell might be a good way to go because then it could, if it comes down, I can jump on top of it, maybe try to hold the mouth shut or something along the lines, maybe. And then if you can help tie it down. But I want to remove any chance of it calling the other.
Why are... I don't think we're going to have enough time to jump on it and hold it down and tie it down before it even squawked one thing. I think once we start the attack, it's on.
Like Donkey Kong.
Who's that?
You know.
It's
I
copyright.
named my ape after it.
Oh, that's right. I remember the story with him.
Well, if we can at least separate it, that would be helpful.
All right.
And if I can get
My
on top
giant
of it.
crab has an AC of 15, 13 hit points. It can move 30 feet. It can swim.
There's no water.
Just saying.
Yeah. Well, I honestly thought it was going to have a higher AC than that.
Yeah, me too.
That's a little disappointing.
It's all right. Manticores don't have that high of ACs either.
So Awanka would like to be able to get on it so she can hit it with her axe instead of having to rely on arrows.
Okay.
That's what she would like to do. Once it It's going to get her with its tail, though. For the record, we're going to spend the rest of this session just planning, and that's okay.
Nah, we're gonna fight. We're finishing it.
Let me tell
Well,
you.
actually, how long are you guys gonna go? Do you guys gonna go for?
I'm tired.
And I'm getting
Okay.
tired.
I've had 4 hours of sleep.
Yee.
What about a bunch of frogs?
They can be noisy enough to get
a
its
bunch
attention.
of frogs?
Yeah, like 8 frogs.
Hmm.
8 baboons. 8 badgers.
God, I don't want to see
8
that. That's...
giant fire beetles. 8 hyenas.
Go back to the fire beetles. What are
8
the-
giant fire beetles.
What is that like? Because beetles are not always easy to kill. Plus, taking a bite into it might be like a hot pepper it's not ready for. Could be a little bit of surprise action.
Its AC is 13, hit points is 4, it's a 1d6 plus 1, speed is 30, and there'd be 8 of them.
Okay, but what's special about them?
Doesn't say.
What kind of attacks does it do?
It doesn't say.
There's no attacks at all. This might not work out then.
I say let's do the beetles. There's 8 of them. It will.
How big is
You
the
could
giant?
have them scatter like close to each other, so it has to try to keep going after close ones, and that's when we make our attack. But let's find an area where there's at least somewhat some cover.
I'm good with that.
I could do 4 apes, 4 black bears, 4 crocodiles, 4 giant goats, 4 giant wasps, 4 war horses.
Wasps. That might be good.
Let me check that one
It
out.
sounds
I
horrible.
thought you said you wanted it on the ground, though.
It could go on the ground. It could get to the ground.
I can tell it what to do.
At least the beetles, we know they're on the ground.
I mean, I'm listening to options. I'm not deciding anything. I just like the idea of the wasps. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest. Anytime you mention a mammal, I hate it. I'm imagining it and I hate it.
A mammal?
Any mammals, like I'm just imagining how that would play out. I'm like, I don't want to see that. I don't.
Why?
What do you think is going to happen
Okay.
with the creature?
What was the last
Well, they're
one?
fake creatures, so they just poof.
Do they poof? Because I'm
I mean,
pretty sure-
she summons fake creatures in the shape of, right? Or wait, summon depends on which one she's using. Which one are you using? Summon
You
woodland
said
being
fire what? Fire.
Well, no, it was summon woodland creatures, right?
summon the creature. Yeah.
I feel like that was the right spell.
Someone.
What?
Someone.
Summon
What
woodland.
are you? What's the spell you're using?
Gosh darn it. I am using Conjure Animals.
Conjure animals.
I just like I can't get past it though. It's, I don't want to see it. It'd be horrible. Bugs are fine. Bugs are a fine thing. Yeah.
Yeah, each beast is also considered fey, and it disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when summons.
Oh, thank God.
By the way, you need to have a 60-foot range.
You need to stay within 60 feet?
No, it has you summon one beast.
I thought I had to summon within 60 feet.
The summon creature is friendly to you and your companions. Roll initiative for the summon creatures as a group, which has its own turn. They obey any verbal command that you issue to them. No action required by you. If you don't issue any commands to them, they will defend themselves from hostile creatures and will take no action. The game has creature statistics. And it's a concentration and lasts up to an hour. So, and you guys are about a mile away. Away.
So
it'll take about 20 minutes for it to get
right?
there. No. I wouldn't take no.
It will take 20
Take
minutes
20
for the
minutes to
creature
get
to get over there.
For you guys to get over
So,
there.
for the fire, for the giant fire beetles, illumination, the beetle sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for additional 10 feet. Melee weapon actions +1 to hit. Reach is 5, and there's a slashing damage. Senses bludgeoning. Oh, blind sight, 30 feet. Passive perception. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, so.
And the giant wasps. Stinging, +4 to hit. Piercing damage, and the target must make a DC saving throw. Poison damage on a failed save. Poison reduces. Where'd it go? Poison damage reduces the targets to 0 hit points. Yeah.
All right.
I also got my tigers.
What do you say?
I got my saber-tooth tigers.
I say we get the wasp because they have poison. I don't know if manticores are resistant to poison, but
I'm checking.
Cheaters.
Hey, you said we did all of our research.
Yeah. Well, as much as you guys could. Yeah, if they were resistant to poison, yeah.
I get 8 of those little fuckers.
I don't see anything about that.
Little, they're horse
Oh, no.
size. They're giant wasps.
No, hang on. I was looking at the wrong one.
Side? Jeez.
you said 4 of those.
That's horrible. That's so
Yeah,
scary.
4.
I don't like that at all.
What?
No, I'm just imagining that big of
You don't like what?
Oh.
Yeah,
So they're murder wasp. Got it.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Murder
right?
hornets.
No, I get 4.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Oh, I thought. I'm sorry. 4 giant poisonous fucking wasps.
So yes, wasp.
She's looking to see if they'll
Yeah.
work on them.
I'm seeing if there's anything else. It doesn't say it's not. I think we're good.
All right. So I say we conjure them here.
God, they're creepy looking. Sorry, got distracted.
We let it go. What? 40 feet ahead of us.
How long does the spell last?
An hour.
Hour?
I think, what is it?
Okay. And
Yeah,
it
up to an
takes,
hour concentration.
what's the can you check what the flying speed of the wasps are?
50 feet.
Oh, okay. So it should be quicker than the 20 minutes you said for the beetles, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to attack it, we got to be somewhat close to it.
I'm just gonna say, if you see the manticore, you give it a mental picture. Attack it.
But we want to draw it away, and we want to draw one away.
Okay.
Right. But
Attack
we don't
it
know
and
how.
fly away. But make sure it follows you.
But again, one. That's my concern. So I feel like we need to time it out so that way it's like gone hunting and then it's like, ooh, look at me. Okay.
But we don't know how far the manticore actually sees, right?
But I didn't check that. I'm not.
Well, I'm saying
assuming
this in
just regular
character.
range.
I'm saying this in character.
Yeah,
So
I don't
we don't know how far it actually hunts. So how about we do this? We send one wasp. Once it gets 50 feet, send the other wasp. Once it gets 50 feet, send the other wasp.
The train.
Yeah, because we don't know how fast it's going to be. So it may
Well, we've been watching
attack
it this whole
one,
time.
go to the next, and we would be at the last one ready to pounce.
It's a lot of wasps to give up that could potentially fight.
Okay, well, we're just sitting here going through every spell that we have, and we're not doing anything.
We're also watching.
Well, this is the part of planning.
But
Okay,
we're not
don't-
planning.
we're planning.
Because every plan that we say, we're shooting it down at the same time.
Yes, that's part
It's
of
still
planning.
planning.
Planning by elimination.
Yeah, what is this? What happens if I do it at 3rd level, 4th level?
Plus, I don't think we're not doing anything tonight.
What happens
So
if I
it's
do
okay.
it at a higher level?
I think wasps. Are
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. What?
I was gonna say I think wasps are a good way to go. I don't know if I understand your train method. Carlos, how often have we seen them? We've been here for now about an hour plus.
Well, since you guys have been discussing, probably another half hour has gone by. You guys see them periodically. They come out of the tower, do a little swoop.
Do they rotate or is it one doing it every time?
It's too far that you could tell that which if
Dang
it's the same one or if it's two.
Send Freder back. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Nah. If we can try to just lure one away and then we just do one at a time and fight the best we can. I mean, the best, honestly, I think we can hope for is a head start on one before the other one shows up, because I think we're going to be dealing with both of them. And if that's the case, it'd be nice to have as many giant wasps available to us as possible.
All right.
Say that. I'm sorry. I was reading.
That's okay.
What were you saying?
I was saying that we need to try to lure one away and get as much damage done on that one before the other one will show up, because it will show up.
Yeah.
And then having to fight two of them will make having as many of those wasps available to us to fight with us make it really helpful.
Yeah. So send one for now. Have it ding it, have one follow. So I can fly pretty fast.
Not as fast as the manticore.
Yeah, but it could fly. Like it could do a little dodging.
Yeah, so can the manticore, though.
Yeah, but a manticore is a lot bigger. Where my fucking wasp will be able to dodge it a whole lot more. And we're going to be keeping an eye on it. So, if it doesn't come out after so long, I'll send another one.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
You don't like it?
That's fine, because we're not. I don't know how much further we can get in this planning. Because
Oh, there's like.
Because you're
There's like 5,000 feet or 1,000 feet in a mile, so
Yeah.
we got to move closer anyways.
God, I don't want to. You're not wrong. It's just I don't want to. It'd be nice to keep the distance.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to happen.
Carlos, the only thing that's protecting us is the fact we're so far away, right?
Hold on, I got something in my eye. God damn.
That's okay.
And I don't think it knows we're here.
Only because of the distance, not because we're hiding behind anything.
Well,
Yeah.
I figured you guys we hid behind like a little tree outcropping, right, or something like that. But
Yeah, but I'm guessing there's not a lot of that around here.
it's just the distance. And every time it does fly around, you get a sense that it is kind of looking around. Thanks for reminding me.
God damn it.
But yeah, every time it does fly around, it does make a little bit of a pass sweep and look around. And so it is on the watchtower. It has a good view of everything.
Yeah. And I'm
Okay.
also keeping an eye on it because I want to get as much information as I can from them.
When it does its pass by, how close is it to us?
Oh, it stays near the tower. So at most, it goes like 50 feet away from the tower. You know,
That's
60
not
feet.
very good at keeping watch.
I can't pass without trace.
How does that work again?
As long as you stay within 30 feet of her, you get a +10 to your stealth checks.
Interesting.
A veil of shadow and silence radiates from you, making you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no trace or other traces of its passage. That lasts up to 1 hour.
Nice. How many people can you take with, or creatures can you take with you?
Within
I think it's something like 8.
Oh, good. I don't want to make sure that
is
Faith
it-
doesn't get left
Where
behind
was
in that.
that?
Okay, well, that could be our last resort if we need to.
Well, we need to get closer, so I think that's actually the first step.
And it's any creature within 30 feet. So you have to be within 30 feet of me in order for it to work on us.
That's right. Oh, well, then there you go. You don't have a limit as long as they get off within 30 feet.
Yep.
So you want
So
to
we
take...
could
So 30 people.
summon the wasp. That's 4. The 3 of us. I'm guessing Feta is staying behind.
Yeah, leave Faith behind.
Yeah, she ain't coming.
So 3 of us.
Both of
We
those
get-
are concentration.
For
Conjure
her-
animals and pass without trace.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we would have to be stealthy to get up there. Well, I was thinking, get stealthy, like do the untrace, get up there as close as possible, find better coverage,
is there
and
better
then I
coverage?
do the wasp, have it lead away, and then we attack. I could even do it where I can place you guys in better spots and better advantages, and then put Wonka somewhere where you can attack, put Excellence where he can attack, and then I can get where I can attack. So we can always have an advantage at flanking it too. Once I conjure up my wasps
Well,
and lead
no,
it
that's,
into the trap you want it.
that's what he's saying, that the conjuring the wasps, that's a concentration spell.
No, I'm saying I do the silence first, place you somewhere hidden, place him somewhere hidden, place me somewhere hidden, drop the spell, then, because you're already hidden, I'm already hidden, he's already hidden, no one knows we're there, and then conjure up my wasps.
Okay. Okay. Is there really much place to hide closer up, Carlos?
Give me a perception check.
All of us?
Whoever's looking.
I think we would all be looking.
I got it. I got it. 25.
Like I said before, it's there are a couple of trees in the area that are nearby, but a lot of them that we could be potentially be used for cover have been either gotten rid of or destroyed because they don't want anyone to get up on these watchtowers. So sneaking up on them would be a rough, would be tough to do,
Mhm.
but you could always try.
What if we just get inside?
I feel like fighting one of these inside is just, it's either going to be great or horrible. It's
Yeah, but if they have flight, we have a disadvantage with all this open air.
that is a potential.
I agree.
That's actually a really good point.
Especially with
Where-
that spell.
If you're in somewhere, they can't use their full flight. They can't escape more. They have less room to move. And I can conjure up a better animal, a stronger animal than some wasps. We don't have to lure it out. We can have more fighting by our side that's stronger.
And keep the amount of opponents down. It's a good idea. I'm just remember how Wonka was last night. Just not enough space. He just lash out even more. That's the part I'm kind of scared of, but it's a good
We
plan.
need that rage.
But do you want the manticores to have that rage?
And
All right.
we can face ourselves better inside. We should get as close as we possibly can, send Frederick back in and see if it can tell us any good hiding spots, any good flanking, any good.
Well, he did all that research already, so I think we have that information already.
Inside
Okay.
the building?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Frederick.
thought he only went to the top floor.
No, he did not go to the top floor.
Yeah, he
Oh, that's
went.
the floor he didn't go to.
Yeah, that's the only floor because
We
he
don't want to
heard
go up
the
that high
two.
anyway.
Okay. So, yeah,
Especially with your pass without a trace. It's good.
I'm glad you made me redo my spells.
All right, let's do this.
We're not doing it tonight.
So what's the final plan?
I'm going to cast my pass without trace,
You're gonna sneak up.
Mhm.
and we're going to sneak into the building.
Okay.
And then, first we're going to get as close as possible.
I
Make
want
sure I have
to-
enough time.
I want to make sure
Get
that I'm
in.
the closest,
Right.
and Excellence needs to be at the bottom of the floor. He needs the most range, just because you're the most squishy, right? Right? 13?
Me?
Yeah.
He's hella swole.
Aren't you a 13?
Yeah.
And Althea?
I will be casting a spell on myself to make me a little bit not so killable.
Well,
Okay.
bark skin. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's also concentration.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
but
gonna
what-
say.
No, I'm using. Hang on.
Okay, so you guys are gonna
Get inside.
Go inside. Try to be sneaky as possible. Get inside, and then call attention to it for you guys to fight it in the inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds
is the
like a
plan.
plan.
It only took us 2 hours
And
to come up with it.
Yeah, it was only like half an hour.
It was a half hour.
It's fine, but
It
you
was
know what?
24 It was 24 minutes.
But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. In all the other campaigns I've played in, I've never had one that actually came up with a plan, like a legitimate plan.
Yeah, because you guys, they always, I know those people. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna do this anyway.
We'll
I'm
figure
like,
it out. Yeah.
dude,
And
just
mm-mm.
let's work together. Come
We
on.
take the time
No,
to do it.
my character would do this. I'm like, dickhead. All right, I get it.
It's good.
I thought I had blessed. Where'd it go?
All right, so now I know. Okay, so that I don't have to change anything to the map. You guys are gonna sneak in, and then we'll go from there.
I changed my spell up so I don't have my
You're blessed.
bless.
that's okay.
Okay, I have an AC of 14. It's cool. No, 12. It's cool.
I have guidance I can cast, so it doesn't help everyone, but it helps at least one.
Now,
Yeah,
when I was reading it, I didn't see anything about poison from them, the manticores.
that's something I added. I always like to
Oh.
do a twist on these guys.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so and then I have protection from poison.
Okay.
I prepared that one. Except for the
Um,
fact that I can only do that to one person. It's not concentration though.
Okay.
So I can do it 3 times. But that's all of my second level spells. Something to
Hmm.
think about.
So yeah, it'll okay. So now I got an idea what you guys are doing, so I won't have to ask next week on Thursday, correct?
Next Thursday, right?
Correct.
I wanted to throw the idea out there, and I was going to run it by Carlos first, and then I forgot. Life got away. Saturday?
This Saturday?
What's Saturday?
I mean, I'm free if we want to maybe do a longer session.
Well, yeah. If you guys want, well, I still want to
just-
keep them around like 4 or 5 hours.
That's totally fine,
Yeah.
but maybe not so late into the night.
Yeah, well, that's true.
It'd be
Awesome.
nice to kind of. I just wanted to throw the option out there.
Well, it gets hot here.
Oh, that's fair.
I have an apartment that it's 74 all the time.
Now you're just bragging to him 'cause
Lucky-
he's not leaving.
Lucky you. Well, the whole plan was before this whole pandemic thing went down to do it over at Jeff's house with some AC, but life got in the way.
Mhm.
Fucking bullshit life.
Saturday, I don't think we can.
Okay.
That's fine.
I just wanted to
What
throw
time
that
are
out
we doing
there.
that thing?
Maybe like if there's something going on, like a pretty big battle or something crazy like this going on, then we could set it up for like a Saturday session so we have more time. But for right now, I think these sessions are pretty good. Plus, we have plenty of moments where we could stop.
Sure. Yeah,
So we should be all right. So next Thursday.
that's fine.
Next Thursday.
We could do Saturday as long as we end by like 4.
Carlos would want to happen during the
At night,
evening
yeah.
because of the heat. He has no air conditioning.
Yeah. It's so fun. It isn't. I don't like it. It's not too bad. No, it should be fine. We'll meet up next Thursday. And I can kill you guys,
just-
manticores. I mean, you guys can fight manticores.
Just to throw that other option, we could go first thing in the morning. It's not so hot in the morning.
I mean, yeah.
Like I said,
an option.
I'm just
We got-
literally.
Where we
Yeah.
go where?
I think we got a pretty good schedule set up.
That's fine. That's fine.
Thursdays and then Tuesdays. 4 to
Oh, good.
I know
just
she
wants extra
does.
playtime.
She's like, you just want to play more.
Yes, I usually do.
We'll be all right. Oh, well, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm glad you guys.
Planned. We planned, and we're coming. And we're coming into this fight, and I have a inspiration. Yay!
No, you have to use it during the session.
What? I didn't need it at all.
Yeah. That's how it's been on all of us.
I know. I remember that.
Every time I had them out, I think that's why I use it immediately. I got it once and I used it like 20 minutes later. And someone, you need to say that. I'm like, no, because they would never fucking use it. I want to make sure I use it. I want to use it now. And that's what I'm using it for.
All my stuff rolled pretty decent tonight, so I didn't need it.
Yeah, we had a few rolls. It wasn't anything too high strung. You guys met Percy.
Yes.
He was cool. But no, I hope you guys had fun.
God, you need a
Like
freaking
always.
bath.
Yeah.
It has so much fur. Like I pet it, like oh.
No shedding season.
It's very
What?
nice.
Yeah. Hope you guys had fun. Anything
Yeah.
I could do better, let me know. Work on it. All that good jazz. Oh, I should have done this. Peace.